All right, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the first of two games we're calling. We're calling the Salute to Veterans Bowl later tonight. The first bowl game of the season in the FBS between South Alabama and Western Michigan. But first, we've got one of college football's greatest traditions, an iconic game, always one of the highlights of the season. A game that means so much more than just what happens on the field. It is what college football is all about. It's the Army-Navy game taking place at Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Welcome to the final regular season game of the 2024 college football season, and we are on the call with you for this one, this game over on CBS. Is the voice down? No, just woke up. Just woke up a few minutes ago, so it's going to take some time to get back, but we're good. We're good. But with it being said, guys, if you've never been to a cgiulianihpu stream before, how it works is like this. Fire away on the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get to your question right away. Otherwise, just go in the order that I see them. If we, or any donation also counts for this thing called You Make the Call. Help me decide which college basketball game we're calling on Tuesday night. DePaul St. John's or UNF against UNC Asheville. Which game are we calling? I'm going to put up a stretch goal because why not? Let me put this goal up. If we hit this goal, I will live stream game on Wednesday morning. There we go. We'll do that. All right. There we go. So, yeah, this is a day to honor all those who served, all those who are no longer with us that served. This is a monumental game, obviously, that embodies everything that's great about this country, embodies everything that's great about college football. So, if you remember, you can trust for other ones teams using those emojis in the chat. We do have the Army logo, and we do have the Navy logo. This should be a fun game, as always. How long do Wednesday afternoon games last? Usually 2 hours. They're never longer than 2 hours. College football games are pretty quick. They're pretty quick. All right. Also, we had two videos come out today. We had the Army, or not the Army. We had the video drop about an incident in a Bills-Lions game from 1972. A mass shooting that almost happened during the game. Go check that out. And we also have a Week in the Life. That came out. The Week in the Life video came out. You got to see everything I do on a day-to-day basis in terms of how I structure videos. I go over how I do the fight songs. I go over how I do everything. What week do they end? Oh, I'm not sure. It depends based on scheduling. I don't think they ever end. How is it going, guys? Welcome in. I know this is traditionally 5-week game, but I kind of wish this was playing on Veterans Day. I kind of like it like this. It gets more attention that way. It gets the attention that it deserves. Belichick reached to the Jets for the UNC job. Wow. Number one song on the day of the pistol incident. All right, so this was 72. This was December 72. I'm not great with early 70s. I'm not great with early 70s at all. I'm going to say I Am Women Hear Me Roar, but I have no clue. Love that I just finished the Thursday part. Thank you so much, Jake. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a long one. It is a long one. Definitely one that you'll want to watch in parts. It is a long video, but I go over how I do the fight song. I go over how I do everything, really. I go over how I set up a studio, how long it takes to write a script. You see me write a script in real time. You see me do a lot of stuff that you otherwise would not see. Some stuff behind the scenes. You get to see my apartment tour as well. You also get to see me do some camera. Did I really get it? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did I really get Helen Reddy? That's the only Helen Reddy song I know. Are you kidding me? Did I actually get I'm Woman Hear Me Roar? Are you kidding me? Did I actually get that? That was an absurd guess. Are you actually kidding me? I got that? That's one of the best guesses I ever made in my life. Holy cow. How's it going, Christian? Welcome in. You're rooting for Army. I see Go Cubbies rooting for Army. 89% of you think Army's going to win this game. They are ranked. Only loss this season was to a ranked Notre Dame team. I'm Red Brothers City fan. Grab up as always. Frankly, with you as well. Since the first year there's another game on Army-Navy same day. Not the first year, but this is the first year that I can remember bowl season starting the same day as Army-Navy. This is the first year I remember that happening. In terms of the FBS. Tanks versus ships. 3 Michaels from the Army. Thank you for their service. Stuff the fight song part. Yeah, the fight song part, it takes about 15 minutes to do the fight song, but you see how I do it. It is a long video. It's definitely unscripted. I didn't want to leave any stone unturned with that vid. It is a super, super long vid. Has like an app guy, because I also watched the first 30 minutes. And it's weird too. I wanted that vid to go better, but obviously I got bronchitis during that, as you probably could tell based on how I was streaming afterwards. So you see me also figure out in real time what happened with trivia. And also see me, deal with bronchitis, which is just insane. I don't know too much about the drone story. In Navy, 3 losses. Army only 1 loss. They won the American with a dominant performance. They're their best game of the season. Last time out against Tulane, a 35-14 win. Me and Mrs. Jones, 691 stuff for the rest of 72. Great song. The game has not started yet. Tomorrow near and by, I'm seeing Bills and Lions potential Super Bowl preview. Wouldn't shock me. It would not shock me at all. Bills, Lions, they were 2 of the hottest teams in football. Maybe the best team in the AFC, best team in the NFC right now based on how they're playing, or at least top 2. It is a possibility for sure. Would have bet against it. Got hypothermia from running a mile in New York in 30-degree temps. My body temperature really hit the 94s. Oh, wow. That's rough. Hopefully you feel better, man. That is not healthy, obviously. That is not healthy. Reason why I don't like running. But, and hopefully you feel better, man. That sucks. Let's see what we got here. Should Army have been put in the playoff? No. So the thing with Army, if Army's loss was close, if Army played Notre Dame and that loss to Notre Dame was a close 7-point game, or a 3-point game, even a 10-point game, I would have no problem saying, you know what? Army's been great this season. They beaten some solid teams. 1 loss, put them in. The problem is that loss against Notre Dame, they were uncompetitive. Ridiculously uncompetitive. They looked like they were not playing the same sport. Notre Dame took them to the cleaners. And that is a team that is in the playoff. So the one sample size we got from Army against a playoff caliber team, a power team, they got obliterated. So I have no problem not keeping him in. Or maybe game ever play on the West Coast. I think it was played the Rose Bowl one year. I think it was played the Rose Bowl back in the 80s. Last year's ending was a banger. It was. These games are usually fun. It's a nice time capsule going back in time in football because you don't see a lot of throwing. Having said that, Navy did throw a lot in their last game against ECU. 19 passes for Braxton Woodson. Can root for Army because my grandfather, but I have great respect for both. Oh, me too. I want a great game. I want a great game like these games usually are. Surprised Army Navy is not true like de facto holiday. I mean, it's a Saturday. I mean, it basically is the closest thing to a holiday in the sense of both teams get all the attention because it's the only game on. College Football Committee adds Notre Dame rule for the ACC by 25. I'm going to say fiction on that. Dan Snyder selling Commanders give the okay to bring Army Navy back to ACC? Probably. Even though the stadium's a dump. Why is Army in America for college football, but college basketball they're Patriot League? Because Patriot League doesn't do FBS football. And Patriot League, it's more geographically compact, so it's easier. It's easier strain on the... It's less of a strain on the student athletes. More just about budget. A lot of it's budget. A lot of it's based on student athletes travel. You don't want people in Army spending too much time away from base. So, yeah. No conferences get a bye automatically, but... Yeah, Patriot League doesn't have college football. And if they did, it would be FCS. It wouldn't be that. This is not a game. It's a tribute. The sacrifices made for all we take for granted, regardless of your opinion, award self. Those who serve the great we have, salute to them all. Agreed, man. Agreed. Absolutely. This game is bigger than college football. This game is always a fun one. Jackson Arnold going to Auburn. Wow. He was not that good this year at Oklahoma. But, maybe a fresh start will help. If he's their starting quarterback next year, they're not going to do well. West Coast game, San Diego Marines, close by Seattle. The next ships get a lot of points there. South, a lot of Texas space, so you get a lot of options. But given service academies or academics, probably better in the Northeast. Yeah. Did the Cal jump to ACC play a role in them hosting game day? I think to some extent. Is everyone playing the same currently serving? Well, you don't serve right now, but what you do is you go to college for 4 years, and you have to give 4 years of your life afterwards to serve in the Army or the Navy. So they're not currently serving, but they will serve after they are done. You don't serve while you're in college. But, like, I know people that went to ROTC schools, and what it is you get a scholarship there, you go to school for 4 years, and essentially after that, you have to spend 4 years in the military. Yeah, Matthew Wright, you know what? Solid performance with the Chiefs, even if that doink was very, 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 very interesting. That doink was interesting. Wright was solid. He was efficient. Made the kicks that he had to make. And, you know, if teams need a kicker, I think Matthew Wright's a solid option. Would Army Navy somehow eventually join FBS Conference as a full member? You know, I could see that at some point. At some point, I could see that. Preston Stone in the portal. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Cam Newton's comments on Auburn commit wearing Cam's number 2. I didn't see those. Hang on, let me see. Cam Newton. Comments number 2. He doesn't want someone wearing a summer. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for saying no. That's one of those where, look, you win a natty, you win the Heisman, you have ownership of that number, essentially. I have no problem if you don't want an 18-year-old trying to steal your legacy. I don't blame it. Moscow, Oklahoma, could I imagine that? I could see it. I could see him going, I think Michigan. I think we'll go to Michigan. Miller Moss, look, I like the kid. I know it didn't work out this year at USC. I still am really high on the kid. Will I ever do a GGA video on the time the Rose Bowl was in North Carolina during World War II? Might be a bit too well known, but I might do a video on Navy Army at one point in the Rose Bowl. Might do that. The Christmas Truce story is wonderful one, but what really should have stopped World War I would have been a nice game of football. Unfortunately, it was so far past back then, so it'd be kind of boring. Be like a game of rugby. Notre Dame joins Big Ten. I'm going to say fiction. They would have joined the conference by this point, I feel like. They would join the conference. Just got done watching With a Life. Appreciate it, Keller. Thoughts on Marshall opting on the bowl game, potentially screwing Army out of it. Oh, wait, what? Hang on, I didn't see that. Oh, jeez. That's the dangers of the transfer portal. I'm not sure they're going to be able to find a team. You shouldn't be able to enter the transfer portal before the season ends. This is one of the problems. Look, I have no problem with Marshall opting out because they don't have a roster. But man, I don't know why you can enter the portal before the season's over. That's insane to me. Yeah, you can enter the portal if you are in a military academy. You can enter it. Kickoff here. This one's going to go out of bounds. 89% of you riding with Army to win this one. But Navy going to get good field position at the 35 to start off. Betting the house if Fanny wins the SEC next year. It's a risky bet. But very good season this year. They'll pluck the top API 5 and 17. Problem is that a lot of these kids have gone already. They've gone home. And they're not in football shape anymore. They don't work out in December. Yeah, I didn't realize about Marshall until I must have just spoke like a few minutes ago before I got on stream. All right, so Navy starting on the ball, the 35-yard line after the kickoff out of bounds. 3 wide to start at the bottom of the screen. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, going to keep it to the 40 or 39-yard line, I should say. It's Blake Horvath, leading rusher on the team. He's got close to 900 rushing yards this season, 13 touchdowns, most on the team. Did not play last game. I mean, Braxton Woodson was the starting quarterback the last game that Navy had against East Carolina. South Dakota State advanced to the semis. Not surprised. South Dakota State, I mean, I think they are the best team in FCS this season. Handoff up the middle, fullback dive. Call it a gain of 3 on the play down to the 42-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 2. And we will do the FCS Championship. The FCS Championship is going to be a game that takes place on that Monday in January First Monday in January, we'll be doing that game. They're into under center is Horvath. Man in motion here is Hassan. And now they reset. Horvath once again under center. Hassan once again in motion. They give to Hassan to the side. Needed 2 and he got 2. Down to the 45-yard line on a first down. Tackle play by Jaden Mays. Will be shy, or the tackle will be not enough to stop the first down. Nice jet sweep there to Hassan. They faked it once. And they end up going to it again. Hassan just his 14th carry of the season. But it's a big one. First down of the game for either side. 5 failed 4th downs. Holy cow. 5 failed 4th downs. Yeah, that's not going to... It's not going to win you too many games. You have 5 failed 4th downs. This time they're going to toss it out wide. And bottled up after a gain of just 2 yards there. It's Alex Teka. 42 yards last time out against ECU. He's got over 500 yards this season. Second leading rusher on the team. Second 8. Do I think Montana State beats South Dakota State? I'm not betting against the Jackrabbits, but man, that should be a great game. That should be a great game. I like the Buffalo Detroit video. I haven't had time for Week in the Life. All good. Yeah, it's a long one. It is 2 hours, 41 minutes. You see, now I broke it up into days. So you see me doing karaoke, see me doing the apartments 1-1. Horvath, and then drop back and throw. First throw of the day. It's an underthrown ball, and it's incomplete. Looking deep for Nathan Kent. That throw is just hanging up there. Underthrown by a ton. Horvath only completing 58% of his passes this season. He was open. It just took forever to get there. He's trying to get the jump ball. Couldn't exactly high point it in time. Nice pass break up there by Casey Larkin. Brings up 3rd and 8. In Army Navy usually give a field position. You know, January 6th is the day of the FCS. So we'll be doing that game. Doing that game live in the studio. They're down at the 47-yard line. They're going to run the option. Now they're going to throw a screen pass. He's got some blockers. It's going to be a first down here and then some. To the 30, 25, tack it to the 20, tack it down to the 17-yard line. Ball came out at the very end, but he was down before, I think. They fake the option, and they go with the screen pass, and they're in the red zone. What a beautiful play. What a beautiful play. And now it's Teka. What a great design on that one. Schools like Indiana, Iowa State, and U of A are the first 10-win season ever. Yeah, portal helps, but at the same time, it can hurt you. It's a double-edged sword. Having said that, you should be able to know the portal before the season's over. You should not be able to know the portal before the season. How long is that computer? 49 inches. 49 inches, and it's a curve monitor. It's a curve monitor. You think when the Heisman they're good enough? I mean, we saw Daly come 6th in the voting. Daly came 6th. That's pretty good. Back in action here. Ball at the 22-yard line. So just outside the red zone. Great opening drive here for the midshipmen. Got off to a slow start offensively last game against ECU. No points in the first half. This is a nice start here. Gain of 5 on the run up the middle. Tedesco once again. Tedesco once again. Second and 5. They actually did lose the ball before it came out. Now, it was recovered. Before his name was down, it was recovered by Navy. How's it going, Atlanta Lions fan club? Welcome into the stream. Appreciate you tuning in as always. 2nd and 5. 1 at the bottom, 2 at the top. QB draw. Horvath. First down at the 11-yard line. Blake Horvath spreads him out wide. There's a gap in the box and decides to take himself for a gain of 6. In Navy, very solid season this year. Undefeated before the Notre Dame game. 8-3. They will be playing in a bowl game. They're going to play Oklahoma in the Armed Forces Bowl later. So this is not the final time we'll be seeing Navy. Wisconsin will be 2 of the 5 and 7 teams. Yeah, the rapier was pretty good. But, I don't know, a lot of the athletes already went home already. A lot of the students went home. First attempt ball at the 11, handoff. Down to the 9. Tekka. Navy's at 11, Army's at 12. Because of the American Championship. Yep. That's why. Yep, they play in the American Championship. Why do we have inch worms, not centimeter worms? Why do we have thermometers and not thermofeet? It's like the Washington's Dream sketch for the SNL. That's a good question. Because England's better than us. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 9-yard line after they give up 2 of the Tekka, who's been involved early on. One at the bottom of the screen at wide. It's Luke Hutchinson down at the bottom. They're going to give it to Hutchinson this time. Hutchinson is going to take it on an end around and blown up. Read it all the way. Gain of just 2. Donovan Platt on the stop. 3rd and 6. Give this game over on CBS if you want to watch. January 6th, the Capitol Bowl. Oh my goodness. Army-Navy feels like an exhibition? Not really. Not really. It still feels big. It still feels like a big deal. Meanwhile, we have an injured player on the field for the Black Knights. Can't quite pick out who it is just yet, but we have a clock stoppage with about 9:27 left. Are we going to like doing the offseason? Yes, I would. If this does well, I'll do more of these for sure. If this does well, I'll definitely do more of these. So far, you guys seem to like it. So, look, you guys like it, I'll do it. So it's simple. You guys like it, I'll do it. More Lamar Murray night? We'll see. We will see. What bowl games can we consider for college football playoff placement in the future? So outside the Big Six, I would say Gator Bowl once the new stadium essentially goes up. If we're talking, if they go to 8, Gator Bowl would be an option. And maybe, I would say Gator, and I would say Citrus. What bowl? Yeah, so that Air Force could commit the 4-year commitment now. I think you can, yes. The referee in the Solel Rich Bowl saluting veterans before announced bell. Yes, that was great. That was great. 460 views so far. I mean, I'm not surprised. Again, it's very niche. You have to be like a huge fan to watch that video. Plus, remember, the views don't exactly update in time. The views don't update, so it's not at 460. It's about 750. That's 750. But it is, it's one of those very niche videos. It's very niche. So I'm not surprised. It's long, it's niche. Low Bear Bowl? Yes, that'd be horrible, horrible, horrible. Glenn McCarthy hasn't made a dumb decisions video in a while. It's low-hanging fruit to pick on him. Yeah, the problem is that, like, all the games have been either blowouts. So, a lot of them have been blowouts, so there aren't really any opportunities to do something really stupid. Yeah, Pop-Tarts Bowl is great, though. If Army upset Notre Dame, they would be in the playoff. If Army was undefeated and got the upset over Notre Dame's probably out and Army's in. That's what would happen. Notre Dame would not be in the playoff. Army would be. Here's playing Gasparilla Bowl. We're going to be calling that game. We'll be calling that one that Friday. Very early bowl game, but I like playing the earlier bowl games. Get out of the way. Cody Harris Miller, the injured player. Meanwhile, for Army, so the defensive end goes into the tent. Bringing up 3rd and 6 after a nice stop on that end-around play. Yeah, Citrus, yeah. I think Citrus and Gator would be the two. If they were to do something. All right, we got 3rd and 6 here. Navy 2 for 2 on 3rd down thus far. Ball at the 7-yard line. We'll see if it's 4 down territory here. Horvath under center. Man in motion. Gonna throw. Now it's gonna be QB draw. He's gonna get close to the 6. He's down at the 1. Did he get into the end zone? They're gonna say touchdown Navy. Let's double check. Where did the knee come down? The elbow. Oh, that's close. The elbow might have been down just shy. It's definitely a first down. Is it a touchdown? Where did the elbow come down? Not celebrating just yet. That's close. He definitely got the first. Did he get into the end zone? It's close. Obviously, first down the play no matter what. But where did the elbow come down? Where did the elbow come down? Is there enough to overturn that? Ruling on the field was touchdown. Either way, they're 3 for 3 on third down today. Is that a touchdown? They're looking at it right now. Where was he down? I'll make a poll. Either way, definitely a first down. Pace of Florida not play this year. Hang on a second. New Mexico in the playoff next year? That'd be fun. Let's get in earn 2 hours? Probably not. Probably not. But 2.5, I think so. The Trojan Bowl, yes. With a little bit of bear emoji, the amount, or a little bit of bear with the amount of time with there, and the amount of snacks and toys. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Yeah, that is tough. Ruling on field stands as called. It's a touchdown for the midshipmen. Wait, they celebrate. Wait a sec. Wait, what? Unless I can't read lips. They were celebrating. There's something like it was a touchdown. What about something? It's no touchdown. Okay. So the graphic was wrong. Let's try that again. First and goal at the 1. First and goal at the 1. Let's try that again. First and goal at the 1. It was short. It was overturned. JSU and Celebration Bowl. You know, good job after losing Dion. Good job keeping it up. First and goal, ball at the 1 yard line. Back underway here. Touchdown was overturned. Horvath, this time, he won't be denied that time. Horvath in for the 14th time this season. That's a touchdown. Not taking that one off the board. And Navy will get their points after all. This president punching it. Yeah, he punched it in. They absolutely punched it in on that one. Horvath diving over. Initial hit there. Looked like that was by Caleb Fortner, but number 53. Now they're going to kick the extra point. A 6-minute drive for the midshipmen. A phenomenal start. 3 for 3 on third down. Extra point here from Nathan Kirkwood. Not the best snap, but right down the middle. 7-0 your score with 8:56 to go. Army's going to touch the ball for the first time when we get back. 7-0. In the Navy, baby. They want you. They want you. All right, we're at commercial break. If you like what you see, like, subscribe to channel a ton. What's for progress versus that Jaguars game? Oh, man. God, that game. Jeez. Again, tonight we are doing the Salute to Veterans Bowl between Western Michigan and South Alabama. So we got a lot of college football for you over the next month. The regular season might be over after this, but it's not winding. The action is not winding down. I'll tell you that much. Action is not winding down. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe helps the channel a ton. Also, we have breaking news about Marshall. Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech will be replacing Marshall in the Independence Bowl. Louisiana Tech will be the team to replace Marshall. So Army's final game in the Independence Bowl will be against Louisiana Tech. What's from the All-Star games? I might do the Senior Bowl. The Senior Bowl I might do. The other one's probably not, but I might do the Senior Bowl. So Louisiana Tech will be in the Independence Bowl against Army. Not Marshall. It's going to be Louisiana Tech. I'm still proud American and hoping for a great game for both these teams. Me too, man. Me too. New Mexico. Wait, did they hire Eck? Oh, that's a great hire. You know, that's a legitimately great hire. He has done great things in Idaho. That is a great move. That is a great move. That is a great move. And they should be pretty good next year as a result. A great player controversy video would be Evan Neal and the flipping burgers comment. Oh, yeah. Oh, that'll be a fun one back then. That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one. That will be a fun video at some point. What happened to Marshall? So many players are in the portal that they don't have a roster to field. Aren't they meaning the college football all-star games? Well, they're not all-star games. All-star games are not. They're not like all-star games. They're more of the top seniors. It's a chance to show off in front of NFL scouts. It's not really an all-star game. It's not like it's like a Pro Bowl for that. So good start here for the midshipmen. Yeah, they lost 31 players in the portal. With more to come. Yeah, the referee in the Celebration Bowl, I did see that. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, transfer portal, you should be able to enter the portal before the season's over. How old does it have to be a history video? About 4 years. 4 years. You know, Army, it's been a while since they were this good. Been a while since they were this good. Fair catch made, so Army going to get the ball to the 25-yard line. And we will see the 6th place finisher in the Heisman voting, Bryson Daly, under center for the Knights. Daly this season has been superb. Last game against Tulane, 126 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. You're not going to see too many passes. They were 2 for 2 throwing the ball last game. But Bryson Daly, 29 rushing touchdowns, nearly 1,500 yards. Can any donation get your question right away? Also counts for the call. Help me decide which game we're calling. DePaul St. John or UNF against UNC Asheville. Which game are we calling? Tuesday night at 6:30 before we call a bowl game. Which game are we calling? You're going to help me decide with your donation. 10 up the middle. We'll call it a gain of 4 on the play. Kanye Udo, who had 158 yards on 8 yards a carry last time when we played against Tulane. Any video tomorrow? Should be. I got to find something, but should be able to get a video tomorrow. Fingers crossed on that one. Daly going to keep himself QB draw down to about the 33-yard line. Call it 3rd and 1. You know, Daly's going to get a ton of opportunities to run the ball. He had 25 carries last game, leading rusher on the team in that regard. Army this season's played 12 games, and Daly has run a whopping 264 times. Comes out to 22 carries per game. 3rd and 1. Just keeping it short. Need a yard and got it. First down on the play at the 35-yard line. Why do the Ravens starters? Yeah, that's a good question. I decided to save that for another time. Sometimes I have these ideas for videos, and I decide midway through, like doing the research, you know, I think I can do something better. So we're going to do that at some point. AJG videos about past Army Navy. I do not have any, but I do want to get those up at some point. Yeah, the Ravens starters moving, but yeah, because you saw me doing the research for that one, and then I just decided to scrap it for now. But that'll come back at some point. I might save that one. So sometimes with these videos, handoff gain of 1 to Udo. Sometimes with those videos, I'm like, okay, maybe I can find something a bit better. But what I'll do is I'll put it in like a vault. And then, like, I got some videos that I haven't released yet that I'm going to release when I'm on my cruise. That I have, like, backlogged. How's it going, Car fan? Welcome into the stream for this Army Navy game. Appreciate you tuning in, as always. Your thoughts on schools could be under the D1 level? I mean, if it makes financial sense. I mean, not everyone can be D1. Daly, keep himself getting a wall to play. Now, I will say this. As the tackle on the play they made by Colin Ramos, I will say this. I never considered going to a non-D1 school. That was one of my criteria when I was picking colleges. I was like, has to be D1. Has to be D1. I didn't want to go to a non-D1 school. But, thoughts on schools? I mean, not everyone can be D1. Not everyone has the budget. And it doesn't make financial sense for a lot of these schools. All-time single game rushing leader in Army Navy. Ooh, I don't know if they do college, but I'll check. I'll check in half the minutes. I don't know if they do college. Ravens and Chargers both finished second. We'll play each other next year. Probably, that's a possibility. Daly, gonna throw, looking, deep shot, and on a seam route, incomplete. No one home, got hit on the throw. First throw of the game for Daly goes nowhere. Andrew Dewar, the closest guy for Navy. And they'll have to punt this one away. So good start for the midshipmen. Get an open drive touchdown and force Army to now cross the 40. There's a touchdown that makes it 45-16 with 12 minutes to go. A Chris Paul touchdown. What's that? 29? Be a 4-score game? Yeah, I would say so. Any chance of having JD7 videos? I want to bring JD7 back. I really do. Probably it's just copyright's just been brutal for MLB creators. Punt here, not the best punt field at the 24-yard line. Try to reverse course, not going to do so, so no return on the punt. Called a 39-yard punt. Navy taking over at the 24-yard line when we get back with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. But believe me, I want to do as many videos as possible. I love streaming, love doing videos, and you guys see with Week in the Life, I mean, I basically just work nonstop, and I love doing that. And I want to be able to keep doing that. Be able to keep doing that. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe, helps set a ton on the channel. Had a full day, took the kids to see a Christmas Carol at the famous Walnut Street Theater. Ooh, nice, always a classic. Then, good sushi was my oldest friend trying to take care for the raw tuna. Yeah, raw tuna's not going to help. College football video guy that got hit with copyright the other day? Yeah. No, college football is brutal. XOS is awful. They claimed my video on yesterday with Devondre Campbell, even though there was no college football footage. Now, I disputed it. I fought it. It got resolved. Thank God. But they're brutal. College football is awful with copyright. MLB is bad with copyright. But college football is the worst, not counting the IOC. NFL's not bad. NFL is actually pretty good. NFL understands. And you might get the bots detecting it, but you can dispute it, and nothing ever happens. Like something like Finns, Bucks, Eagles, Steelers, Jets, Giants annually. The problem is that then you get other matchups that don't make sense annually. The problem is that there are other matchups that wouldn't make a lot of sense annually. That you have to do because there's not geographic rivalries. Walter Mondale wants to teach you not true, but it would be fitting. I'm in the first half, they're not going to lie. Oh, man was the best blocker. There you go. Last two Ravens starters games, primetime week 12 games at SoFi where the Ravens were the Chargers, were color rushes, and Ravens were the white. If I had a nickel. You had a Bills-Lions video come out today, besides Week in the Life. NHL, I don't know. NBA, I know is pretty bad. NBA is pretty bad. NHL, I don't know. Remember seeing today's video about Bills-Lions game from 1972, where you had people storm the field after the game was done, and then you had a guy pull out a gun threatening to shoot some teenagers. Yeah, that was the thing that actually happened. Click that link above to watch that video. Crazy, crazy story back at the rock pile at War Memorial Stadium. Crazy, crazy story. All right, 7-0 the score. In a perfect world, Ravens and Commanders would be the same division. That would be nuts. That would be nuts. Navy's first drive, 12 plays, 65 yards. 3 for 3 on third down. What can they do on drive number 2 for an encore? And if you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you are a member, you can just for either one of these teams and this country of ours by using those emojis in the chat with Army and Navy. Ball's at the 24 after the 39-yard punt. And Navy come off the 34-20 whatever ECU. They kind of fell apart after that loss to Notre Dame. They entered this game as 2-3 in their last 5. And then held to 14 or less in 3 of 5 games. A good start here. First down. 2 running backs on the backfield. Horvath going to hand it off up the middle down to the 29-yard line. It's Eli Heidenreich for the first time today. He's got over 400 yards this season on 7.3 yards per carry. That picks up 5. Second 5. See the comment on the video? I did see that. That was good. That was good. Chicken strips for chicken nuggets. Oh, easily nuggets. Easily chicken nuggets. Second 5. They're going to give it to the side, and we'll be 3rd and short. Heidenreich once again gets the give. This one picks up 3. So 3rd and 2. Staying ahead of schedule here. It's 3rd and short, and considering how well maybe he did the last drive, 3 for 3 on 3rd down. This is right within the wheelhouse. Also, if you saw on Twitter, I have a lot riding on this game in terms of minor things, arbitrage betting. I'll show you that in just a second. Bull Mania. So I'm not doing Bull Mania because Bull Mania, there's no point to Bull Mania. 3rd and 2, QB draw, 4 for 4 on 3rd down. Horvath down to the 37. There's really no point to Bull Mania because all the guys opt out. Like, a lot of guys opt out and don't play. So these aren't even really the same teams. But I am doing the playoff one. I will link the playoff group that I do. I'll link that later this week. We are going to do the playoff challenge for that. The bracket challenge. We're not going to do Bowl Mania only because, again, there's no real point. Especially because the teams changed. Like, literally a team changed an hour ago. How come teams play in different cities or the same cities or in different conferences? I'll explain that in just a little bit because that's a good question. Man in motion. They're going to toss it out. It's a botched play. Horvath's just got to fall on this one at the 23-yard line. They're doing a great job staying ahead of schedule, and that's not going to help. Eli Heidenreich, the intended target on that toss play, a miscommunication, loss of 15 yards, going backwards. The toss trying to go out to Amin Hassan for the 2nd time today, and that one just a disaster. Well, he did have it right for years. Astros Mariners didn't have it right for years. All right, 19 mark in the video. Anyone can make it the... Oh, really? Oh. I did not realize that. That's fine. It's fine. So down, head up the middle to the 30, down to the 32. You have about 10 on the play. But the reason why is because back in the day, I'll explain a little bit. But it has to do with television rights and back in the day. So back in the day, there was no cross-flexing. CBS televised all the AFC games, or NFC games, and NBC televised all the AFC games. So what would happen is that if you had two teams in the same city in the same conference, well, that'd be kind of bad because they could only show one of the teams in there. Going to keep himself Horvath to the 35, and he will get down to the 37. They get some of the yardage back after the pitch, but they'll have to punt this one away. First time they don't get a 3rd down conversion today. They're behind the 8 ball after the Hassan flip went nowhere. That's the problem with these teams. When you run the triple option set, if a play goes haywire, you really put yourself on the 8 ball. The drive is already done, essentially. You hear the Packers play, the Seahawks play, who the Pats play. Yeah, exactly. That would be the problem. That'd be the problem where I'm not sure you could make that work. Because for every matchup that works, you get a lot of random ones. 4th and 12, punting this one away for the first time today. It's Riley Reithman. This one takes a good bounce to the 20, to the 15, still rolling, still going, down to the 12. So I'm going to start inside the 20. Nice went there by Reithman. 51 yards, they'll return the play. Army starting at the 12. When we get back with 112, I see a tour from Gatmata, who's Barrett, Edwin Diaz, or Reed Garrett. Obviously, if they're peak, I take Diaz, but right now I take Garrett. Right now I take Garrett. I don't trust Diaz after the injury. Appreciate you a ton. Why is it the case in MLB? Well, MLB, they operate as 2 separate leagues. They weren't really unified until only 2 decades ago. And which game do you want to come on? Appreciate you as always. Oh, yeah, you won North Florida. Hang on, you won North Florida. They were really... So the American League and the National League each had different commissioners. They were not like the same... So that's why. That's why MLB... They weren't unified until a few... 2 decades ago. 3 decades ago. Wait, behind my DVR? All good. You know how the cross-flex exists for more regional rivalries? Yeah. The only problem is that there's some teams that don't have a regional rivalry. That you can't do it. Like, who would Carolina play? How would Carolina operate? Like for every Steelers every Steelers, Eagles, Ravens, Commanders, Giants, Jets, you get a bunch of crap. Where it's like, okay, who's the Panthers one? Colts? Like, who are they playing? Who are they playing? The Titans? Just wouldn't work. Just wouldn't work. There'd be a threat like the one in today's video if it was in Miami, because from my experience, Dolphin fans are much nicer. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. You find some weird stories every now and then. AL and NL were like the AFL and NFL. To some extent. Like, I would say, I'm not sure this is the best compare. I would say almost like the SEC and the Big Ten. They weren't like competing with each other. They weren't competing with each other, but they were basically two separate leagues that were just under the MLB umbrella. Yeah, for every Auburn, Georgia, there's a Mississippi State, Kentucky. Okay, 52, yeah, that's definitely. Which branch of the military would I rather join, Army or Navy? Oh, man. For me, I definitely cannot swim, so give me the Army. Try to guess what game that was. Man. What game would that have been? I actually don't know. Right, then 98 happened. Yep, and then early happened, and everything changed. First down the 12. Daly looking to throw. Hit as he throws. Deep shot down the field. He's open, but incomplete. So Daly 0 for 2 to start this game off. Looking for Hayden Reed down the middle of the field. He was open, but on the throw. Tough play. 2nd and 10. 52-10 garbage time, make it 52-16. Is that Cowboys Commanders back in 21? I don't know. Bengals Titans kind of regional split down the middle of Kentucky. I guess, yeah. Remember, back in the day, though, you didn't see, like, if you went to watch an NL team play, you were an AL fan, you didn't see them until, was the All-Star game or the World Series or the playoffs? Screen pass. Caught. First completion of the day down to the 16-yard line. Noah short. It's going to be 6 yards short of the sticks. 3rd and 6. Regional division would ruin the triangle of friendship, kindness, and friendship. It would. It would. Yeah, there's a lot of hostility in the Florida rivalries. There's a lot of hostility. Downfield block and play to get some extra yards by Hayden Reed. Pass there was caught. Did not hit the ground. Nice adjustment there. Right, that's why the analyst pitcher is saying, yeah, they had 2 separate rules. Were they reviewing whether this was a catch? This seemed pretty obvious. It didn't hit the ground. I'm sure there's anything to review. Are they reviewing if this was... Are they seriously reviewing if this was a catch? That ball never even came close to touching the ground. What is taking so long? I'm not even going to put up a poll. What is taking so long with that review? You know, having this your college game? Ooh. Ooh. College game this year. Was it Army against Notre Dame? Or Navy against Notre Dame, I should say. Was it Navy against Notre Dame? So we're just going to go next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're doing everything. Next Saturday, we're doing everything. So, all 3 playoff games, all 2 NFL games, we're doing both of them. Why are Army Navy mostly low scoring? Because when you run the triple option, it's a lot of not a lot of chunk plays. So, it's a lot of running clock. A lot of slow, methodical drives that take 8 minutes off at a time, so you don't see a ton of drives. Yes, I'm going to be calling literally every single game on Saturday. Next Saturday is going to be hectic. Next Saturday is going to be hectic. 3rd and 5. They give up the middle. Now they're going to toss it out. Looking for some space. Makes one man miss. Can't make the second. 4th and 1. Short is short by a yard. Decision time here. Needed 6. Got 5. Got Luke Paris to commit. Will they just sneak the ball, or will they play the field position and punt it away? Guess we'll find out. I would say the end of the quarter, but the clock stopped. Why is the clock stopped? Clock should not be stopped. 8 seconds left in the first. Oh, the rest of me, 0-3 Army, who wins? I'll take Army. That's close. 4th and 1. And clock is stopped. I'm not sure. Oh, they're measuring. Are they really measuring? This wasn't close. That's twice now. They've had to review stuff that was not close. This is clearly, at least from the initial look, that was not a first down. Unless it's the greatest spot in the world, this is nowhere close to a first down. That is nowhere close to a first down. We're extending this game for just the stupidest reasons right now. PC's gonna be cooked. Oh, it's gonna be bad. But I have a MacBook Studio, so we're okay. Seats 2 with the 5 receivers, clues, rights, every other couch game, as long as you keep the rights to Army Navy. I'm with you on that one. And we'll vote. We will vote for which game you want to do. You know, they do a good job with this game. The pageantry, they really do a good job with the pageantry in this game. Appreciate you as always, C2 Man. I'll put a poll up. Which game do you want me to do? I don't get why they even reviewed that play. Like, the last 2 plays should not have been reviewed. How's it going, Ian? Welcome in. Ian. Thank you for tuning in on this Saturdays. We will go to the second quarter. Decision time for Army on 4th and inches. Put the poll up. I'll put a poll up later. Who do you think wins, Army or Navy? Most of you were around with Army at the start. Has that changed? Well, High Point up by 9 on App State in basketball. Looking pretty solid so far. What's a very low scoring first half. Who was worse? 04-15? I would say 15 was worse. Yeah, quarter's over. Thought that would just call it vote, say about a month late. Yeah. We got some bundle Ruski action. No, quarter's over. Quarter is over. Decision time here, though, for Army. Do you go for it here, 4th and inches, your own territory? I mean, I think personally you do. I personally think you do. But that's just me. Bundorowski. Say we'll see us trying to start a college game out. More like college refs. College refs doing their thing. As always. Again, tonight we are doing the game between Western Michigan and South Alabama. The Salute to Veterans Bowl. The first of many bowl games. And the first of many bowl games that we're doing this season. We are doing, you might have seen the schedule. We're doing the Frisco Bowl Tuesday. Boca Raton Bowl Wednesday. We're not doing the LA Bowl because I will be flying back to New York. So if I did that game, I would have about 10 minutes to catch my flight. So we're not doing that. Bundle Whiskey Magic, maybe at some point. If we get enough members, I can add more emojis. Definitely at some point. So I do want to have Andy Reid with a face. I do kind of want that. Maybe skill Georgia next Cumberland again. That would be nice. Just see what the heck would happen. Probably even worse than the last time I played. Probably even worse. As crazy as it is to believe. Yeah, Jackson State, well, not national championship, but winning the HBCU championship. Great accomplishment. Keep the momentum, which is tough to do. Keep the momentum after losing Dion, losing all those guys. Keep the momentum going. I mean, that's impressive. I could watch the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. It would still take less time than SEC on CBS game. It would. You're not wrong on that one. Glad the SEC is no longer on CBS for that reason. All right. I'll close the poll here. 57% of you want me to do DePaul St. John's, so put John DePaul St. John's. The $5 going toward that game. We're going to call college basketball game before the Frisco Bowl on Tuesday. You're going to help me decide which game we're calling. Movie of Georgia Cumberland. I'm not sure what the plot of that movie would even be. There's no real drama during the game. I'm not sure what it would. Not sure what that would even look like. Okay. So we're doing that game on ESPN later tonight. So keep that in mind. That should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Bowl season, always fun to start off. Always go down to Alabama for that game. We got 4th and inches. They're going to go for it. At least they're lining up to go for it. They're going to sneak it ahead, and they will get the first down. They need to get to the 22 and got to the 22. First down the play to start the second quarter off. Daly just falling forward, keeps the drive alive. Who exactly persuades the Big Ten? It's all over the place. Big Ten rights, they're split between a bunch of different networks at this point. They're all over the place. It's CBS, it's Fox, it's NBC, it's every network under the sun. If your network has a pulse, you have the rights to the Big Ten. First down, handoff, stuffed at the 20-yard line. Loss of 2. Kanye Udo going absolutely nowhere. Brought down the play by Landon Robinson and Justin Reed, getting into the backfield in time. 2nd and 12. And this is the tough part. If you lose yards on one of these plays, you get behind schedule. And it's very tough when you're not a chunk play team, when you run the triple option, to get back on track. Second and 11. Daly under center. Daly going to throw. Now it's going to be a QB draw. Tries to spin ahead to the 24 and will get about, we'll call it about 4 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. Electrics only hits. I've never heard of that group. Never heard of that group. ESPN sure arrived the ABC Sports branding. That was cool. It gave it a bigger feel, but I do like how the SEC on ABC has a different bug than other games. So you do get that bigger feel. Games on linear should feel bigger. And ESPN, I think, does a good job. Not the best job compared to what they used to have with the ABC Sports branding, but they do a better job than they did before with the new score bug. It would have been fitting yesterday. It would have been. 3rd and 8. Daly looking to throw. Fires. And that's going to be intercepted at the 45-yard line. A horrible throw there by Daly. Was staring him down all the way. Just his 2nd pick of the season as Deshaun Peel. Give him credit for the INT. Navy ball at the 45. Peel's team high 5th pick this season. Daly just stared him down all the way. Was looking at one read and one read only. And it was underthrown. And Peel, the senior corner, in his final Army-Navy game, gets his 5th pick of the season. Navy ball at the 45-yard line when we get back. 12:45 to go in the first half. Midshipman up by 7. Passing exists. I mean, somewhat. We see why a lot of teams don't do that. See if it's good for the NFL with college. They're not it. Yeah, the games take just way too long for college. Way too long. Tebow would have been perfect in this game. Oh yeah, Tebow would have just had a field day on this one. It would be interesting to see. Lesson learned, only Air Force is allowed to pass. Yeah, if you like what you see Lance Travis Charlatan, by far his first best season. He's thrown a bit this season. He's not the best passer, but that was his 70. He entered the game with 78 passes, so not a lot. Comes out to about 6 a game, 5 a game. It's not a lot. You see why they don't really throw the ball with plays like that. Not the best throw, obviously. Came out like a wounded duck. And Navy going to get great field position here. How many 300 Warner games did Tebow have in college? Oh, let me check his game log. Let me check his college game log. Had to be a fair amount. So he had... Oh, he only had one. He only had one. Against South Carolina in 2007. He only had one 300-100 game. The Jazz Sun last night, yeah, no defense that game. Defense optional. Suns at least won, thank God, because they've been playing like crap lately. But defense optional that game. Extremely optional. If I bought ESPN, likely go under in a week. If not, I rebrand as American Sports Network and the alliance with ABC. If I bought ESPN, I don't know what I'd do. If I bought ESPN, I don't know what I'd do. The only second pick of the year, but that's a bad one to make. So work on the scoreboard for the game they were calling later tonight. We're going to get back on our way just a little bit. North Dakota State over Mercer and South Dakota over UC Davis. No surprises there. No surprises. I mean, you look at South Dakota, NDSU, SDSU, Montana State. Those are the four. Those are the four that have just been dominant this whole season. First down, the 44-yard line. Horvath going to keep himself down to the 39-yard line. Called a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. Also, NBA Cup semis tonight in Vegas. We will not be calling those games because why not? When I was looking through lines called 7, NSFW recommendation. Is it your AI song? It might be your AI song. It might be your AI song. 2nd and 5. Yeah, let me check the footage on that one. Horvath looking, gonna take off and run to the 30, 25-20. Fake the pass and decides to scramble himself for a gain of about 21 yards. Navy back in the red zone. I check all the 201 games. I'll do that at the next break. Yeah, there's probably a lot of those. I would think. I think there's a lot of those. Let me check. I'm doing this the Colts game. Oh yeah, your band vinyl collection. Yes, your band vinyl collection. Your AI songs. 1st and 10 ball at the 18-yard line. Horvath, man in motion. It's Heidenreich. Gonna keep himself. Now gonna throw. Wheel route open. Touchdown. 2-score game. Brandon Chapman. 3-play drive off the turnover. And Navy up by 2 scores. 13-0. With the extra point pending. Horvath's 12th passing touchdown this season. Saw the wheel route there. Let it fly. Had the numbers, had to make a decision. Do you defend Eli or do you defend Chapman? Decided to defend the flat with Eli. And left Chapman open on the wheel. A quick scoring drive here. Extra point good. 14-0. Navy. Not sure how people saw this one coming based on how well Army's played. 14-0 your score. The midshipmen out in front. Thoughts on the 4 8-5 AFC teams. Ravens, I think, are going to be okay. Just defensively, you don't know, but they can run the ball well, and that helps a ton. Broncos, I think they got the best chance of doing some damage in the playoffs. Good defense. Bo Nix playing better. Chargers, haven't seen them beat a great team just yet. They seem to be what they are. Texans, that defense is not good. Texans and Stroud's regressing. I don't like slow as an OC. I don't think Texans are that good, even though they're 8-5. Watching Flyers Wild up 2-0. Mark on the floor. Look at the Penguins games. That's good. That's good. NBA ratings have gone downhill. Yes, they have. A lot of reasons for that. A lot of reasons for that. We can definitely get into, but yeah, the ratings have plummeted. They've plummeted. The music for the teams. We don't do music for college. We don't do music for college. They get rid of daylight saving and make it permanent. That means no longer have to adjust the schedule. Yes. Believe me, that's the first thing I'm thinking of. When he announced that yesterday, that he's looking to get rid of that. Hopefully, I'm hoping 3 hours. I'm hoping each part has its pros and cons. Each part for me has its pros and cons. But for me personally, for what I do, I like the 3-hour schedule better. I like being on Pacific time better than I like being on Mountain time. They each have their pros and cons, but I like being on Pacific time better because this means that games start earlier, which not great for like college and NFL necessarily, but it does help in terms of streaming stuff that I can like get off stream and then go out to eat, get stuff. Also frees up my schedule of time with friends. You know, Trump announced that he wants to get rid of daylight savings and put it at and not lose an hour of sunlight. So we'll see if that passes, but that changes a ton for me, obviously. Living in Arizona, I'd rather have 3 hours than 2 hours. I think only 3 listeners make it. So in Texas are one. Yeah, Texas is gonna win the division. Ravens, Chargers, Dolphins. I don't think the Broncos are collapsing. That's my thing on the stream. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so it would be that we stay with we spring ahead and then we stay, and we never change again, which I don't have a problem with. I have a problem with. I'd rather have 3 hours than 2. Live in Arizona. Rather be on Pacific time than Mountain time. Kickoff here. This one will bounce and will land out of bounds. So both teams getting called for kickoff infraction. Cardinals news, DeMarcado is on IR, so he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. Army ball at the 20 or 35-yard line. After the kickoff out of bounds. Can't keep these kicks in bounds. Ooh, high point got good. Hang on. High point got really close. Timeout. High point actually got really close. Daylight savings is horrible, disgraceful, believe me. I mean, I hated daylight savings in New York. I hated it. I hated it being dark outside. The extra hours sleep for one day, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Handoff here, down to about the 38-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3. All right, high point up by 4 on App State. Per se on standard time, whatever time we have in spring. I think that is. I don't know what time it is in spring, but whatever time we have in spring and summer, I'd rather have that. I'd rather be 3 hours than 2. It doesn't mean a whole lot besides like seasonal depression for 49 of the states, but for Arizona, this decision means a ton because I need to know because my schedule changes completely based on what time of year it is. The first half of my season is very different than the second half of the season. Jet sweep there, needs 7, gets 9. First down on the play, Noah Short. They give it to him a few times. He's running very, very hard this game. Down to the 48-yard line on a first down. Aaron Black Knights with the logo is golden. Yeah, that is true. Eagles Steelers for the game of the week this week? Yes, it will be. Eagles Steelers Bills Lions got doubleheader for both. Earlier sunsets during summer? Oh, I would rather have later sunsets. Daylight savings on a Sunday football day on the East Coast. Oh, it's awful. The games are dumb. Like the Jaguars-Raiders game, I'm going to be watching that back in New York. It's going to be dark by the time it kicks off. I'm not looking forward to that at all. First down, handoff up the middle. Gets to midfield. First time today that Army has crossed midfield. They get 2. 2nd and 8. I hate it being 5:30 and dark outside. Yeah, that's why I do like Arizona, because it gets dark at a reasonable hour, relatively speaking, compared to New York, where the sun starts setting at like 3 o'clock around this time. Permanent daylight savings also means every California Super Bowl will have a halftime show with the sun still shining in the stadium. That is true. Although we had that already. For Super Bowl 50, it was shining pretty brightly. It was shining pretty brightly there. Tremendous, terrific, great YouTube, believe me. Permanent daylight savings is worse for our bodies. I think it depends. Daly going to lose a yard on play, brought down the backfield by Justin Reed. Because I think seasonal depression is definitely a thing. I think if you have the sunlight or the sun not go down at 3 o'clock I think it's going to help with seasonal depression for a lot of people. Well, offense about daylight savings, that said, having the extra hour at the end of the day is helpful. Hopefully, ends taxation on tips. Yeah, I will say this with taxation on tips. I will say this. Super chats count as tips. Super chats, for the purposes of YouTube, they classify them as tips. So, if that happens, that's a game changer for a lot of YouTubers. That is a game changer. 3rd and 8. Handoff up the middle. And we'll be about 4 yards shy. It's Kanye Udo down to the 46. 4th and 4. There's definitely going to be loopholes around that, though. I don't know what's stopping someone from, like, working at a restaurant that their dad owns or whatnot, and they don't get paid a salary. But what they do is they just serve the dad, like, a glass of water at the end of the day, and then the dad tips them his salary. I don't know what's stopping that from happening. There are definitely loopholes around that. There's definitely workarounds around that. 4th and 3. We'll see. A lot to sort out. 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom. And they're going to call timeouts. Play clock's winding down with 7:50 to go. Will they go for it here? We're going to find out. But Navy going to call timeout, get the defense set. No, right now, tips are taxed. Right now, tips are taxed. He wants to end it. He wants to end taxation on tips. But, like, the thing with that, not to get, like, political, but, like the thing with that, overtime is a bit different. Yeah, overtime, no tax on overtime. I mean, I get that. But with tips, I don't know what's stopping. Like, let's say you're in a restaurant. Let's say you work at a restaurant. You work for your dad or someone in a restaurant, and your dad doesn't give you a salary. Your dad gives you no salary, or he gives you like the most basic salary in the world, like $1 an hour, like something ridiculously low, because your family are supposed to help out, or something along those lines. And then at the end of the day, at the end of each work day, you get your dad a glass of water, and then you get your dad a glass of water. Your dad then tips you for your service and tips you like $200. Like, I don't know what's stopping you from doing that. NFL, they going to Detroit? Not crazy about, because the audio shoots were bad the last time they went to Buffalo. Like, I don't think they can do on location. They don't have the charisma to do it. They're going through loopholes and laws as part of the process. It is. It's the first thing you do. Yeah. I will say, YouTube, for the purposes of Super Chat, Super Chats count as tips. Super Chats count as tips for the purposes of what they're defined as. So let's just say that would be very interesting. And it's max limit. That could be a thing. But YouTube also, like, it breaks down the revenue in terms of, okay, this is what you made from AdSense, this is what you made from memberships, this is what you made from Super Chats. So it does help if that were to happen. But we'll see. Obviously, long ways away. Shout out High Point got the double over App State. Nearly choked it away. That they did. It wouldn't be a High Point game if they didn't try and choke it away. What are they, 10-2 now? 10-2. Clutch free throws at the end. Clutch free throw shooting at the end. So you win out in conference play. I think you can afford... If you have 3 losses going into the Big South tournament, you can make it as an at-large. 4, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have 4 losses if you make it as an at-large. But 3, you might be able to. When I lived in Arizona, my football started at 8 o'clock Eastern. It was nice having dinner, watching my football, or eating breakfast, watching the afternoon games. Yeah, I did like that. I do not like right now the sun is down and Monday football started. But they're going for a throw, and Daly looking, sideline caught. Nice throw there by Daly, redeems himself from the pick. It's Casey Reynolds for the first time today. Reynolds, the leading receiver on the team, his 19th catch of the season. They go for it in plus territory. The decision pays off. Now, if all the employers would tip that, yeah. But if you do, like, family member, like you have a family member who works for you, that's a bit different. First and 10, the 28-yard line. Gain of 18 yards after the biggest play of the day for Army. Daly going to keep himself this time. QB power down to the 22. Gain of 6 on the play. Brought down there by Luke Paris. Right, no, like, regular employee would do it, but, like, family members? Be a bit different. Regular employees, no, because then, obviously, you're not salary, they can easily, like, manipulate stuff, and they can fire you for any reason, whatnot, so you want to do that. You want ironclad contract with that, but family members, a bit different. Or, like, close friends, a bit different. 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Motioning over is Reed, takes the snap. Daly gonna fake it now, gonna jump throw the 10, 5, in the end zone, Army on the board. Hayden Reed motioned over, then ran a seam route over the middle of the field. Daly faked like he was gonna give me power, stepped back, threw it, and Army cuts it to a 1-score game with 6:29. What a job there by Reed in motion. For Daly, his 9th touchdown pass this season. Reed's first receiving touchdown on the year. His first touchdown in total. A 5-minute drive included a 4th down conversion. And the extra point's good. 6:29 to go in the first. We got a bit of a high-scoring game by Army-Navy standards. 14-7 your score. Yeah, get a tax return, say have payment back. Yeah, with the mileage. Oh yeah. Yeah, 16,000. Jeez, that's a lot. 2 4th down conversions for Army this game. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton. Oh man, wait, we're still looking at these. Nope, it's going away. You can see this likes Josh Allen like he's her family. It's kind of whack. I mean, they like a quarterback play. 2 best contracts of this game I dream in. This feels like a good game. This is a fun game so far. Surprising. Surprisingly fun game. Not surprisingly fun, but surprising in terms of 2 passing touchdowns for sure. Because Horvath has thrown a bit this season, but you're averaging, if you're Horvath, about 8 to 9 passes a game. Daly's averaging about 6 passes a game. Like, these are 2 teams that are still predominantly run-based, and we're definitely seeing the football fly just a little bit at times. Again, if you like what you see, like and subscribe to the channel a ton. Any donations count to you. Make a call home, decide which game we're calling. We are doing Salute to Veterans Bowl later tonight. Back what I miss. 14-7 missed 2 passing touchdowns on back-to-back drives, oddly enough. We have 2 passing touchdowns back-to-back, which I know seems kind of crazy for Army-Navy, but it is true. It is true. We did a discussion about daylight savings. Yes, we had some very good discussion about daylight savings and tips and whatnot in light of recent news. That's what I like about this chat. We just go all over the place. We call the game, but we go all over the place as well. It's nice. Kickoff here, Phil at the 4-yard line, taken to the 20, and we brought down the 25-yard line by Isaiah Bryant. So Bryant gets down to the 25, and that's where Navy going to take over with 6:07 to go in the first half. Navy got the ball to start this contest. Got an opening drive touchdown out of it. Navy, again, the last 5 games, they've been held to 14 or less in 3 of them. So far, so good. So they look to do something here, starting 75 yards away from the goal line. First down for Horvath, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Now man motions over to Chapman. They're going to look to throw, and no one opens. He's going to take off and run Horvath down to the 30-yard line, called a gain of 5. Brought down by Dre Miller. Well, Navy's had no issues moving the ball. The only time that they've had trouble was an unforced error on their end when they had a pitch play lose 15 yards because the connection with Minnesota was not solid. Other than that, Navy's been moving the ball at will on Army. They're staying ahead of schedule. Got guys open. Horvath nearly 100 all-purpose yards thus far. 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Second down. Heinrich in motion. Gonna keep himself. Horvath makes a man miss to the 30, 39, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. Cuts inside to the 35, down the 33-yard line. Casey Larkin on the tackle, but Horvath, a big run there, down to the 33 of Army. It's a gain of, we'll call it 37 yards. Horvath cuts inside. At that point, it's off to the races. Thomas Ross stat. I like that stat a lot. Shows how good you are in the run game. Tackles for loss are just as important as sacks. They're just as important as sacks. You take on pay if there was overtime. Oh, man. First down. You try the option play. Toss. Nothing doing. Heidenreich blowing up at the 36-yard line. Loss of 3. Thrown down there. Making it 2nd and 13. Nice play. Flying out there. Casey Larkin. Back-to-back big tackles by Larkin. Saving a touchdown on the last drive. Or the last play. This play flies in there to make it a loss of 3. Gets by Alex Tech of the blocker. Just flying there. 4.5 to go. Ball to 36. 2nd and 13. Behind schedule here. What can they do? Horvath fires. Out route open, but incomplete. Underthrown by a lot. Looking for Chapman. Brings up 3rd and 13. You figure it's 4-down territory here. You're too close to punt. In terms of kicking, Kirkwood's longest is 46. This would be very, very much not a 46-yard field goal, not even close to it. 2 seasons with Navy, his longest kick is 46 yards. 3rd and 13. Screen pass not there. Horvath looking to throw, directing traffic, fires sideline shot, incomplete. Now I think you punt. Now I think you punt. Down there with 7 minutes left, Flurry can't be salved yet. Sometimes it's just your day as a goalie. Sometimes just your day. Yeah, the kicking game, I think they're punting here. You're not getting 13 yards on a play. Kicking a field goal will be 54 yards. You got to punt. Problem is, the moment that Navy gets behind schedule, it all falls apart. They say ahead of schedule are okay, but the moment they fall behind, they can't do that. When does BTJ get his first target with 3 minutes left in the third? I'm going to say it's the punt here, downed at the 8. So next punt there, 28-yard punt, no return. Army starting inside the 10 with 4:05 to go. I'm going to say BTJ gets his first target with 4 minutes to go in the half. 4 minutes to go in the half, he gets his first target. So frustrating. He leads all rookie wideouts in receiving yards. Even despite, you know how good Brian Thomas is? All my complaints about him not getting the ball, all my complaints about him, and how bad Press Taylor's mismanagement, how bad Doug Pearson's mismanagement, how bad the play calls are. He leads all rookie wideouts in receiving yards. Even despite all that. That's how, good he is. He's being so badly mismanaged. We get an actual coach. Oh, man. We get an actual coach. He's going to have 1,600 yards next year. Daly, down to the 13, gain of 5 on the power play. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that he could get 1,600 yards next year, average close to 100 a game, if we have a coach that knows what he's doing. Second and 5. 5 goals on 4 shots. Yeah, that's a, that'll get you pulled. I'll definitely get you pulled. Which half? First half. First half. Second and 5. Daly once again keep himself up the middle, looking for some space, and we'll get about 3 yards, brought down the 16-yard line by Landon Robinson. Brings up 3rd and 2. Army aggressive on 4th and inches. They went for it last time from their own 20 and got it. So you figure this might be 4-down territory here. They're treating it as such. About 3 minutes to go in the first half. We will do a halftime raid, as we always do. I'll figure out who we're going to raid. Or at the 2-minute timeout. With a sprint. Ooh, all right. Come back son, baby. Come back son. 3rd and 2. Motion over Snow was short. Daly needs 2, gets 2. Should be enough for the first of the 18-yard line. And it will be. First down. That might take us to a 2-minute timeout. I think it's fired and sees. I'm going to say fact. I'm going to say fact. They don't have to get plugged for the 2-minute timeout. Probably in the best interest if they do, though. Still in the huddle with 2:17. And there is a 3-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Don't have to get a playoff. They don't want to. And they will get a playoff. Daly looking to throw, and that is caught. Nice adjustment there. Not the best throw, but behind him, but caught nonetheless for a gain of 5. Rivals that went into Parker Poloski, who gets his first catch of the season. That's a heck of a grab to make. First grab of the season, a bit behind. 2nd and 5 at the 2-minute timeout. When we get back, and Army gets the ball start the half, so a chance to double dip potentially. Let's see. Yeah, I said about Josh Allen. Yeah, I said it makes sense because they like good teams with good quarterback play. No receivers had good coaching except Mike McConkey and Marvin Harrison Jr. at times. I would probably give you that one. In terms of the big ones, I would give you that one. Even McConkey's 2nd-round pick, so. Yeah, Cook's been better, yeah. 5 targets for Duvernay before over-under Thomas. Oh, wait. So here's just over on 20 carries. Under. 2 fumbles for Mac Jones. Over. 5 targets for Duvernay. Under. Charles trying to get Burt Jones coming out of retirement age 39. Almost did. I did not know that. I did not know that story. I did not know that. All right, let me see what we're going to rate at halftime. Let's see who we'll rate at halftime like we always do. Again, if you like what we see, like Scrabbles channel a ton. Diggs out for the season, all-to-go injury, surgery. That stinks, but at the same time, season's over for the Cowboys. No reason to play. If you're hurt, get that surgery and be ready for the start next season. Max Crosby also not playing in the Raiders game. Let's see what we got. Who are we going to raid? Who we rated? Who are we going to raid? Let's see. I have not seen them before. We could do them. Unless you can find anyone that's in uniform to raid. There is, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll try them. There's someone in uniform, I'll raid them. They do a ton of... Oh, streamers. We'll see what we rate. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 2. 3rd and 4. No penalties this game outside of the usual kickoffs out of bounds. Did the ball come out the end? Navy thinks the ball came out the end. They're right now saying he's down. Let's check. Was Daly down? That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Daly was not down. That's a fumble. That should be Navy football. That ball was out. That ball was out. Navy celebrating on the fumble. Now, Daly did fall on it. It looked like Daly fell on it. But actually, Daly fell on it. Then was punched out the end afterwards. But did he have control? Did he have control? Obviously, it's a fumble. Obviously, it's a fumble. The question is, did Daly have control after he fell in it the first time? Like, he's got it right here. Did he ever fully have it? Like, when he gets punched out there, he might have been down. So I think it's going to stay Army ball. I think it's going to stay Army ball. I think it's going to stay Army ball. Yeah, I think he got it back. I think he got it back. I think he got it back. There's a lot of people doing this game. Holy cow, there's a lot of guys who can raid. Your call confirmed. All right, ball, 3rd and 4. All right. 3rd down. There's no one in uniform doing this, so we'll go with the first one I saw. Now we do get some motion before the play. Yeah, I think we're gonna rate. We'll rate them. That'll be an interesting one. It's gonna be some. I'll rate some. Looks like I don't think they're teenagers. O'Connell is questionable to go for Monday night in Atlanta. For those wondering. False start, back it up 5 yards. First flag of the game, not counting kickoffs out of bounds. Browns have Riley Patterson. Oh, they're in trouble. Can't be worse than Hopkins, I guess. When can teams deliver for low contention make trades again? So you can't make a trade no matter if you're a contention or not. You can't make a trade until the new league year starts, which is in March. 3rd and 9, Daly looking middle of the field, and that's overthrown and complete. Navy going to get it back with 2 timeouts in a minute 37. Overthrown Andrew Duhart on the coverage. With 1:37 to go. Navy going to get good field position, presumably. Should have it near midfield. Looking to make it a 2-score game. Colonel St. Jones 12 times in the game. It was like if they were like the Archie Manning Vikings Bears. How many sacks he take? Chad Henne also took a crap ton of sacks against Washington in 2014. More week 16 outside confirmations for 5-6 Discord. That would be nice. I'm glad they switched the assignments. With Davis and whatnot. Punt field at the 32-yard line. Good punt there by Army down to the 35. So 49-yard punt. 3-yard return, 46 yards of net. Navy ball at the 35-yard line with about 1:23 to go. All right, I have no clue how this raid is going to be interesting. This could be a quick poll, but it's going to be an interesting raid. It's going to be a very interesting raid. I have no clue how this is going to go. But we'll do it at halftime. Those Raiders have no rights in the division. Yeah, no, the Falcons are not good. The Falcons, they've gotten lucky in a few of their wins. Kirk Cousins play like crap. Just start Penix at this point. Had to punt last time, but Horvath had a 37-yard run at one point. Can you do something here with 1:22 and 2 timeouts? Horvath takes a snap. Play action. Horvath looking, pump fake, fires, middle of the field, almost intercepted. Almost picked off on the play by Caleb Fortner. So Horvath now missed on his last 3 throws. He's 2 for 6. Was looking on that crosser over the middle. Was looking for Brandon Chapman. And the pass is low and falls incomplete. Unfortunate for Navy that Fortner could not come down with that one. Would have been Fortner's first pick of the season. Prediction for Ritter? Oh, it's gonna be a bad game. I think Ritter might have like 180. Horvath gotta keep himself, and we'll get a gain of 10 for a first down. Horvath nearly 100 yards rushing in this first half. The Bucs can play. The Bucs can play. Their one rough stretch was they got bit with the injury bug. Panthers next year, don't be surprised if Panthers next year make a run. First down, man in motion. Horvath takes the snap. 3-step drop. First run out there, second run out there. Now going to look at throwing the run. He's going to get sacked to the 42-yard line. Horvath doesn't throw that away. Sacked on the play. Clock is stopped. Navy going to take a timeout. They'll have one left. First sack of the game for either side. And Horvath was out of the pocket. Just got to throw that one away. Had him open, too. He was staring him down. He was staring Chapman down as well. Doesn't throw that away for some reason. Elo Madozi getting credit for the sack there. We take a commercial break. 2nd and 14 coming up. When we get back, maybe one timeout. Yeah, Bucks is long. They should win. They should be okay. The Bucks should be okay. Yeah, Baker, you never know. Baker in the playoffs, you never know. What's that time? Best Buy thinking that they replaced my watch power. They were like, it's out of warranty, so we aren't fixing it. Oh, man. Now, Best Buy, I've had some bad experiences at Best Buy before. I've had some... Getting the monitor was a pain in the butt. Getting the monitor at Best Buy was a pain in the butt. I got an email saying it was ready, then they said it wasn't. And I went back, I got another email saying it was ready. They said it wasn't. And then they said we could ship it to a different store. I went to that store. They said they didn't have it. I went to a third store. I finally had it there. Falcons cut Cousins even for $65 million. I don't think you do. I don't think you can. Too big of a cap hit. They got to move on after the season, go to Penix. Ham is a veteran backup, maybe. And Best Buy's had some... Best Buy's not what they used to be. They're definitely not what they used to be. Getting the smarter was a pain in the butt, I'll tell you that much. Glad I got it, obviously, but man, pain in the butt. All right, 2nd and 12. Ball at the 43 after the sack. First sack of the game by either side. After Mendoza's 6.5 sack of the season. Team high. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Takes it. Horvath looks. Curl route. Caught the 48. Let's see how quick they go here. Call it 3rd and 7. Kent makes the grab on that one. Near midfield. Stab it with 35. Horvath, they send 5. Screen pass. Bobbled. Incomplete. I think it would have been snuffed out anyways. But Alex Teka cannot hold on. They tried that play on 3rd down earlier trying to screen pass. It got a huge chunk on the opening drive. This one, though, unable to get anything. They had a downfield blocker, but I think it was losing a bit of leverage. I think Luke Hutchinson was losing a bit of leverage on that one either way. 4th and 7. Oh, I forgot to flip the ball. My apologies on that one. Ball should have been on Navy the whole time. My apologies on that one. Will John Harbaugh be in the Hall of Fame? What about Sean McVay? Too early to tell right now. Too early to tell, but they're on track. They're both on track. The punt here by Reithman, and you figure they'll just take a knee. Army get the ball to start the half. Fields it at the 8. I'm not even sure why you field that ball. Again, there's nothing really that can be good if you fair catch that ball. I would just let that bounce. You're just taking a knee as it is. Ball the Army 8 with 25 seconds left. You figure they're not going to try anything. No reason to. You're not a chunk play team. No reason to chance anything. Just take a knee, go into the half, and get the ball to start. I'll put a poll up. Who do you think wins? Cousins are calling 25. I mean, that would track in terms of get the aging veteran. A surprising result right now. Navy up by 7 on the ranked Army Black Knights. They got corners on service, yeah, but like, which is crazy to me because like good service is all good old place. All right, they'll take a knee here. We go into the half. 14-7. All right, halftime raid. I have no clue how this is gonna go. I don't even know how old these kids are. They look like they're about 13. We're going to see what happens. The name of the channel is College Sports Center. We're going to raid them. I'll be back in 20 minutes for the start of the second half. Army getting the ball to start the second half. I'll be back in a little bit. rest my voice for a little bit. Raid these guys. Show them some love. We'll be back in 18 for the start of the second half. Navy 14, Army 7. I'll be back in 18 for the second half of the best game of the season. Never mind, scratch that. They went dark. Scratch that. Hang on. Scratch that. They left. Literally right as I was signing off, they left. Hang on. Scratch that. Scratch that. They left. Hang on. They left. Timeout. Let me find a different raid. Finding a different raid. Hang on. They left. They took a break. Literally the worst timing possible. Hang on. Give me a second. We're going to find a different one. They can't. Wait, did they come back? They did come back. All right, perfect. They came back. All right. Show them some love. See you in 18. All right, guys. Welcome, everybody, to the start of the second half. Climax song, 85. Wouldn't that be Man Size Love? Might be Man Size Love. Great song. Great song. Super underrated by the band. Obviously, I Miss You is, I think, their biggest hit, but Man Size Love is great. Have they traded Schroeder to the Warriors? I did not realize that. I did not realize they traded Dennis to the Warriors. And also the Ducks. Valleys of the Blues. It's been there for a while, if I'm not mistaken. All right, we got about 7 people in the channel right now. Again, if you like what you see, like and start this channel a ton. Yeah, this third quarter on the way just a little bit. If you've never been to a JJ Line stream before, how it works, fire one in the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation gets your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. If you're a member, get a lot of cool perks, including emojis in the chat that you can use to share for either one of these teams. The men all pause. Oh. Taylor Kelsey. No, she wouldn't change her name. No way. No way. She would not change her name. Maybe it's a middle name. Maybe it's a middle name, but she wouldn't change her name. Whereas, should the Rangers farm? I don't think they should. This kickoff bounces at the 11, and here we go to the 15, 20, 25, and we'll be down right at the 30-yard line. So that's where Army going to take over 60% of you. Riding with Army. They listen to the Frank song. Really? Oh my goodness. Yeah, as soon as I like, I'm so glad that they didn't leave. I'm so glad they didn't leave. I was like, this is going to be an interesting raid. And it seemed like you guys liked it, so. Appreciate you guys doing that. 5 combined picks from the South Dakota UC Davis game. Jeez. What do you do if you're Marshall? How does an entire team transfer? I mean, it's easy to build a team in the portal. At least it's also very hard to build a team. But they'll be able to get players. That shouldn't be an issue. But man, yeah, they made the right call opting out of the bowl game just because it's player safety issue at that point. You don't have enough players. First down to 30. The rules are messed up. You should not be able to transfer before the season's over. Head up in the middle, breaks one tackle to the 35, to the 40, down to the 43-yard line. So good run there by Kanye Udo, who did not have a great first half. Udo this season has been pretty solid. Again, the leading rusher on the team, not named Daly. He's got over 1,000 yards this year, 10 touchdowns. Longest run that half was 4, if I'm not mistaken. Gets 13 on that one, though, in a first down. Ravens Giants definitely a top 272 game of the 2024 regular season. It'll definitely be in the top 272. What happens besides that, I have no clue. It'll definitely top 272. First down, motioning over, is Hayden Reed, who scored the touchdown for Army. Only points of the game for Army. Head up the middle. This one goes down to the 46-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 4. Again, both these teams going bowling regardless of what happens here today. Navy and Army both have bowl bids locked up. Navy will be playing Oklahoma in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Meanwhile, Army, they'll play Louisiana Tech. Marshall opted out of their game due to not having enough players. 2nd and 6, handoff once again. It's Udo. He'll get down to the 49-yard line. Call it 3rd and 3, probably 4 down territory. I think he's got 5 more games left. I think Lovett's got 5 more games left. If they can't turn around 5 games, I think he's done. Because the expectations for the Rangers sky high this year. It's very much like soccer. If you're not getting it done right away, doesn't matter what you did in the past. It's what you've done for me lately. For Canada Effect, we're in Australia. There we go. There we go. We're definitely not Australia. If we were, I'd be upside down right now. 3rd and 3. Ball at the 49. Figure it's 4 down territory here. The Daily now going to be in the gun. 2 wide, 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Again, join me tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. We'll do the Salute to Veterans Bowl. Western Michigan, South Alabama, the first bowl game of the FBS season. The give to Udo. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks the second. Brought down at midfield. 4th and 2. So a good effort there by Udo, but just ran out of mustard at the end. And decision time here. 4th and 2 at midfield. Down by 7. They're leaving the offense out there. Life Noggin for the first time since 2021. Oh, wow. I don't remember. I don't think I know what Life Noggin is. 4th one. They're alive to go for it. They're 2 for 2 so far on 4th down. They went for their own 20-yard line. So I figure this is an easy decision. They're going to go, but they're going to throw the ball. Daly, throw it on 4th down. Deep shot. Well overthrown. No flag for PI. Wants it. Gonna get it, though. Gonna get it. Noah Short ends up drawing the PI. They're going to call that one on Andrew Duhart to move it up 15 yards, and Army gets another 4th down conversion. Chicago with the worst year of any city for sports in 24? Yes. Yes. In America, absolutely. Although actually Oakland, I think, wins by default of losing their team. If we're not counting Oakland in that, let me move the tree so you can see some ornaments better. If we're not counting Oakland, I would say Chicago. Yes. I would say Chicago. It's Wild West right now in college football. They had no plan for the Supreme Court decision a few years ago, and they still don't have a plan. So they draw the PI ball at the 35-yard line now. First penalty of the game on Navy, not counting kickoff set of bounds. Robinson in motion. They give down to the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Opening drive of the first half. Navy got a touchdown. See what Army can do here as Udo once again. And Udo this season, 1,064 yards entering this game, 6.4 yards per carry. Very good last game against Tulane to win the American. 158 yards and a touchdown, including that big 72-yard run. Brings up 2nd, and we'll call it 6 at the 30-yard line. Yeah, if you were to compare Limp Bizkit to Mozart, man, that would be the worst comparison of all time. Daly going to keep himself on the QB power, and he'll get down to about the 25-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 1. You definitely figure 4 down territory here. Army 3 for 3 on third down this game. 2 fourth down conversions and then a penalty to get a fourth down conversion. Just a few plays to go. So you figure it's 2 plays to get 1 yard. What can they do here? Third and 1, Daly. Gonna sneak it, and he's got the first. Needed a yard, got 2. Down to the 23, an Army just outside the red zone. They were down 14-0 at one point, looking to make it 14 straight. Nice long drive, start their own 30-yard line to start this one off. And remember, any donation counts when you make the call. $20 more, get your name on that gnome back there. We will be doing South Alabama tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern in the Salute to Veterans Bowl, the first of many bowl games this season. Will be the home for just about all of them, plus the playoff games, of course. Not all of them, but most of them with bowl games. Playoff games were home for all of them. Play action, Daly in the flat, caught, gain at 2. That's Reed. Right at the 21-yard line. Why is Eberflus so bad? Because he has no flow of the game. He has no sense for flow of the game. Remember one bad stretch across the Kings coach job last year? There's no job security in the NHL. Nope, NHL is very much like soccer, where you get on one bad stretch and you're screwed. Best sports year of any city in 24. I mean, Kansas City Royals made the playoffs. Chiefs won the Super Bowl. That's got to be up there. Got to be up there. 2nd and 9. Daly brought down to the play. At the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. 3rd and 9. Yeah, I think probably Kansas City. Because he got 2 teams in the Big Four. One of them made the playoffs against all odds. The other one won the Super Bowl. And seemed like almost had to go to 4 and 8 teams. Yeah, to fill the spot that Marshall's leaving behind. I feel bad for anyone who bought tickets in advance already. Landon Robinson will stop me well. 3rd and 9, the 21-yard line. We'll see if it's 4-down territory here. At the 23, be a 41-yard try if you don't get any more yards. Daly looking to throw. Deep shot. Going for the end zone. Diving attempt. He trapped that ball. He trapped it. Good effort, but trapped the ball incomplete. And now after a 7-minute drive, do you kick the field goal? Gurnett's longest kick this season, 39 yards. This would be from 41. Gurnett 0 for 1 from 40 plus this season. Is this in his range for the senior kicker, who has never made a field goal from 40 plus in his career? What is his final Army-Navy game? They're going to have Trey Gurnett try it. From exactly 39, that one is good. Longest kick of his career, cuts to a 4-point game. So Army gets some points on the open drive. Still trailing Navy by 4, but 10 straight points for the Cadets. Again, if you like the way Steve Lang subscribe to the channel a ton, this game over on CBS if you want to watch. All right, let's see. Chicago teams have fired 3 coaches in 24, including the Bears. They never police fired coach mid-season. Yeah, if we're not counting Oakland, then Chicago's the winner for the worst. If a tie game, 10 seconds left, 4th and goal at the 4. You're an underdog on the road down 3. Kick the field goal, go for it. 4th and goal at the 4. Ooh. How many points have been scored this game? 13 all, a kick. 42-30, 42-39, I'm going for it. Thoughts on Belichick to UNC? Recruits are going to come to him pretty easily. He'll build a heck of a defense, especially because the game is so different in college in terms of how you can scheme. I think it's going to be I think it's a good fit. And I think the selling point's very easy. We know how to get you to the NFL. Billy Donovan's less of long out of all the current Chicago coaches. That says a lot. Am I going to do both NFL games next Saturday? Yes, and we're doing all 3 college playoff games at the same time. Go both games at the same time. Let's see. No one's necessarily, what will Taylor Swift do if she married Travis? No, you can keep the same name. I mean, she might change her middle name, but she's going to go by Taylor Swift. You're not changing the name Taylor Swift. It's just her brand at this point. I believe among all cities with a team in each of the Big Four, Chicago's have the longest combined B4 playoff drought. I think so. I think you're right on that one. Score game's 26-23. I'm kicking. I'm kicking at that point. I'm kicking. Best sports city this decade so far has been Tampa. No real arguments from me. Actually, LA, you can make an argument. Dodgers have won 2. Lakers won 1. Rams won 1. You could say LA. LAFC and the Galaxy each won a cup. You could say LA. But Tampa's not a bad play. Tampa's not a bad play. Will Bill Belichick recruit Jack Bray to play for UNC? I don't know. I don't know. Depends how good of a prospect he is. Getting offensive players is going to be tough. Defensively, they're going to be great. It could be like an Iowa situation. You assuming of Fred Durst's Puddle of Mud's vocalist because of the connection they had with Limp Bizkit. 11-year-old Silva's pretty naive. It makes sense. It makes sense, at least. I get it. Have I ever been in an auction house? I've never been in an auction house. I have never been in an auction house. Been to art auctions, as you see in the Week in the Life vid that just dropped. I did buy some artwork, but never been to an auction house. I'm excited for the next auction on the cruise. See if I can get something vertical, something horizontal to put above my microwave. That'd be kind of cool. I'll show off on stream when I do it. First down after this kickoff return to the 20, 25, 30. 35 space for the 40. Down at the 42-yard line. Bryant, nice return there for Isaiah Bryant, the sophomore. And Navy first down at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position here for the midshipmen. What kind of car do I drive? I drive a Jeep. What is it? Compass Trailhawk? Yeah, Compass Trailhawk. Compass Trailhawk. It's nice. It's nice. Gets the job done. It's good for city driving, too. I had a bigger car for like 10 years. It was a good car, don't get me wrong. But, like, I love that car. But it was, for city driving, not the best. Not the best for city driving. It was way too big. This car's a lot better for city driving. Plus, I don't, like, have a family, like, in terms of, like having kids or anything. I don't, like, commute friends or whatnot. So, it's pretty much just me in the car. So, why have a big car? I don't really need the trunk space. Except for Super Bowl party. I need the trunk space when I do Super Bowl shopping. Other than that, don't really need the trunk space. Horvath, gain of 3 up the middle. Second 7. Yes, so Week in the Life, if you haven't seen that, it's a long one. It's a doozy. It's over 2 hours, 40 minutes. It is a doozy of a video. But you get to see everything I do in terms of behind the scenes, how I get ready for streams. You also get to see what my apartment looks like. You get to hear me sing. Who owned Jeep till the 80s? Oh, I don't know. I don't know on that one. Was it Ford? I don't know. Any car drove from Long Island, North Carolina, Arizona with you? Yes. Yes, I took those cars. So Long Island, North Carolina, like I drove, we drove handoff, gate of 2, 3rd and 5. But it was actually, we did the math, and we got someone to drive the car for us, with like one of those services that drives the car for you from North Carolina, Arizona, because it was actually cheaper that way to do it, because you figure all the hotels you stay at, all the gas mileage and whatnot. So it was actually cheaper to do that. But yeah, I took that car across the country, or someone else took the car across the country. And then when I got to, and then once I graduated law school, it's time for a new car. And hopefully this car lasts a while. I like this car a lot. 3rd and 4. It's only got like 9,000 miles on it right now. Out route caught the 41, breaks the tackle, high and right to the 35-30, 25-20, 1 to beat, 15, 10-5. Eli in for a touchdown. 47 yards for Eli, his 6th receiving touchdown this season. It's back up to a 2-score game. Flag on the play at the very end. Just an out route, gotta make the tackle, could not. I think that was Casey Larkin who missed on the tackle. And Eli, Heidenreich in the end zone for the touchdown. My Panthers Hurricanes horseman? No, I'm not. I did go to school in North Carolina, but that's my only ties to those teams. I went to some games of all 3 of those, but I'm not a fan of either of those teams. I have no soft spot for any of them. Royal Field's touchdown. After the play, Unsportsmanlike conduct on Navy. And that's big. That could be enforced on the extra point. Top 5 rivalries in the NHL. Ooh, Habs Bruins has to be up there. Rangers Isles is always fun. But Habs Bruins, Wings Blackhawks. Are they getting him for spiking the ball? Seriously? Are they... Did they get Eli for spiking the ball? That's unsportsmanlike conduct? He didn't even direct it at anyone, just spiked the ball. Come on. Somebody got living for the college football for the loss. That's insane. That's insanity to me. He didn't direct it at anyone. Our play was 0. Yeah, but he wasn't even facing him. He wasn't even facing the Army player. No, that's insane. That's not taunting. Come on. That's not taunting. Next one's good. It's an 11-point game. But come on. The ref's been kind of weird this game as it is. We've seen some measurements that really should not have been measured. A reviewed catch that never even came close to on the ground. But man, if that's taunting, if spiking the ball away from a player is taunting... I'm gonna put a tweet out. Let's just see what the heck happens. Clearly a joke, but still. Yeah, we can't have fun in Army Navy? I guess not. I guess not. As someone who hates most LA teams, kicks me, Dicey was enjoyable for me. Usually LA sports teams are fair with their fans. Yeah, hockey, I don't really get that. Hockey, it is the toughest sport to get into, but once you're in, there's the highest contingency, the highest percentage of diehard fans. I think hockey is the highest percentage of diehard fans. Like, you'll have, like, obviously a lot of football fans, but how many of them are diehard? Baseball, same thing. Basketball, same thing. Hockey, if you're a hockey fan, you're usually a diehard. The rest of this game are bad. If everyone in the Big Four had to play for their hometown teams, Florida would be a mixed bag. Yeah, terrible NHL. NHL would be a mess. Arizona would be interesting for hockey with the Yotes because you would have Austin Matthews playing for there. NBA most bandwagon? Oh, by far. By far. By far most bandwagon. Thoughts on Teletubbies? Creepy. Catchy song? Creepy. Hockey is great, but I'm a Sabres fan. It's rough. There's like no light at the end of the tunnel for the Sabres. It sucks. Too many Lakers Warriors fans on Long Island? Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, he wasn't even facing an Army player. He just spiked the ball. Was not even facing an Army player. Who was facing the ground. Never pointed at an Army player. That is an insane taunting penalty. That is an insane taunting penalty. That's one of the worst taunting penalties I have ever seen in my life. Legitimately. That is one of the worst taunting penalties I've ever seen. So Navy kicking off on the 15-yard line now. How's it going, Peter? Welcome in. I don't blame them not being a lot of Wizards fans. I haven't made a conference finals in like half a century. My guy posted a charter risk throwbacks every stream. Oh, nice. Yes. It's so weird. Like, when you sent that photo to me, that was like, I needed that reminder of like how far I've come. Because it's like, I looked at the cases. I'm like, wait a sec. I had like no Chargers and Raiders helmets. And now for a stream like that, I've got so many. Kickoff returns to the 41-yard line. I was like, but the studio looks nothing like that. Like, you saw other teams on stream with those helmets. Now you don't see that. I needed that reminder. It was like, wait, what? I was like, holy cow, I cannot believe I actually had that as a stream at one point. NBA fans, mostly fans of individual players. You definitely see the most overlap with individual players. Definitely the most overlap with individual players in the NBA. Where you go where the stars go. All right. Demonstration on the refs. Losers have been terrible today. What was that player's name? So my joke can land. Eli Heidenreich. First down the 41. Daly going to hand off to Udo. Udo up the middle. Get down to the 45. Now 20 minutes left in this contest. In good field position for Army after the kickoff from their own 15, or their own 20, because of just a really, really stupid penalty call. Right, they have fans of players, but I don't think the fans move with the player. NBA, they do. Like, there are so many just LeBron fans that will just root for whatever team LeBron plays on. 2nd and 6 to the 45-yard line. They give to the side. Cannot break the tackle. Loss of 2. Noah Short brought down on the play by Kyle Jacob. Brings up 3rd and 8. The Panthers are lining to go 280 and 0 if they play each other 4 times or how many times. It'd be pretty bad. Pretty bad. Some New Yorkers are Jets and a Sabres fan. Oh, there probably are a lot of people like that too. That'll be rough. That'd be rough. Come on with the tour. Any team that tries to kick a game win versus Kansas City is dumb decision. Any team that tries to kick a game-winning field goal against Kansas City. There's voodoo magic. At this point, it's voodoo. It's voodoo magic at this point. It's insane. I'll put you on the UNF game. Appreciate you. Yeah, every donation counts. Starting with the call. How many decide which game we're calling Tuesday for college basketball before we call the Frisco Bowl. Hand off at the middle on 3rd and 8. Nothing doing. Gain of just 2. So Navy's defense forces a 3 and out despite the good field position. As Army going to have to punt this one away at the 45-yard line. Disgusting hack by Eli. Yes. How's it going, Steve? Back from Target. Dangerous place, Target, in terms of shopping. Rucker's Seton Hall game was pretty good back and forth constantly in the 4th quarter. Yeah, Big East's going to be good this year. Big East's going to be interesting this year. I know Rucker's not in the Big East in the big time, but still. Northeast basketball, I mean, Big East could be interesting. The Paul St. John's, that could be a fun one, but so could UNF, UNC Asheville. Bring back Big Kmart. They're going for it. I don't agree with this. Yeah, they're not calling. And they, oh no, that's a bad timeout. You don't want to take the timeout. No. Don't tell me they took a timeout. No. Daly tried to take it. No. Daly said, I call time. No, you don't want him to call time. No, Daly, you don't want timeout. No, you want delay of game. You don't want timeout. Did Daly call timeout? That's a dumb timeout. Prior to the foul, that works better for Navy. Because I don't think they're going for it. Army burns a timeout on 4th down where they're not going to go for it. I don't think, at least. Sunset 1 minute later now, 5:21. Jeez, that's early. I'm not big on fast food. Part of it's just like, it's expensive. It adds up. It's not healthy. It's bad for you. Now, I eat a lot of carbs, but it adds up. It's one of those things that just adds up. It's a dangerous thing. Yeah, it's a bad timeout. That's a bad timeout. Yeah, pizza's not really fast food. No, pizza's not fast food. Always go for Navy in this game because the Army took a biggest crush in the 2010s. But you never took any steps to ask Rats. Story of my high school life right there. Story of my high school life. Now lives in Hawaii of all places. It's a expensive place to live, but beautiful. Someone out there is a Jets, Sabres, Angels, Hornets fan. I would give up sports if I was a fan of all 4 of those teams. If that was my combo, I would give up sports. How's it going, Little Cuppies? Welcome in. I mean, you know, there could be a fan of Mike Trout, a diehard Mike Trout fan who lives in Connecticut. So he rooted for the Hornets because Kemba Walker likes Mike Trout a lot, and then Jets and Sabres makes sense because it's pretty close geographically. There could actually be a fan of those. And what's cool? They do. Is it 4-down territory? I don't think it is at the 45, 4th and 6. I don't think it is. It will dumb decisions. How's it going? Welcome in, everyone. The suites in Phoenix are about 5:25, or sunsets in Phoenix about 5:25, 21, but I'm 2 hours behind in real time. Yes. Fortunately, only have about 7 more days of this. Solstice is December 21st, and then we go back and gain some sunlight, which is good. Which is really good. Right, the aerial cameras just kind of like glitching now. Are they going to go for it here? I don't think you would, but you called timeout. Let's see what we got here. 4-12. Demonstrators on that sequence. Well, the QB called timeout. The coach didn't call timeout. Otherwise, it would be. Best and worst team in each sport if everyone played for their hometown team. I would probably say Cowboys would be the best for football. The worst, probably, you're probably looking at the Jets or the Giants. Be pretty bad. Or actually, no, the Bills would be pretty bad. It'd be the Bills. MLB, best. Probably the Marlins would be great. Marlins would be great, I think. The worst, you're probably looking at like the Guardians or something like that. 4th and 6, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. They're going for it. Yeah, they are going to go for it. They send 6. Slam pass, incomplete, wants a flag, and going to get it. So Army goes for it, and they get the 4th down again. Back-to-back 4th down conversions off pass interference penalties. Looking for Casey Reynolds. Got him wrapped around. It will be a 1st down in plus territory. Basketball, you figure what? Chino Hills, California. You figure Lakers would be pretty good. Worst team, you're probably looking at, I'm guessing Oklahoma City. Then hockey, worst team would definitely be like the Panthers. Best team, probably Toronto. C3 of the 5, appreciate you, man. The best place outside the Northeast hosts a future Army-Navy game. I would say Jacksonville. Legitimately, I would say Jacksonville. Huge military town. Jacksonville would put a killer Army-Navy game on. Pass interference of the defense. Penalties declined. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. That will be accepted. Move up to about the 42. So Army going to keep possession. They played at the Rose Bowl once. They didn't play in San Diego, but they played at the Rose Bowl once. Let's check. And yeah, that's very clear roughing the passer too. He took like 4 steps. Very obvious penalty. Kenneth McShann. Now, is that targeting? Did he lead with the crown? Is the question. They'll review for targeting. It's definitely roughing. I have no problem with the roughing call. He would be suspended for the first half of the bowl game against Oklahoma, if this does hold. It was in Pasadena 83, yes. I think Jacksonville would be a very good spot for Army-Navy. If they ever would move outside the Northeast, not that they ever should, but if they ever were, I would say Jacksonville would be very good. Your Army's going to play a lot of tech instead of Marshall because Marshall, too many guys on the portal, 31. Yeah, Norfolk, though, if the Neptunes can reality in the NFL. Yeah, Virginia is a hotbed, I think. Virginia is a hotbed that needs to get a team. I think Virginia would be a great spot for a team. Isles, Devils, or Flyers, or Kraken. I mean, Kraken is cool. San Antonio for Army-Navy. Yeah, be interesting. I mean, part of it's playing outdoors. I'm not sure the Alamo Dome would really fit. It's kind of sterile, but Army-Navy game in Annapolis, too small. Too little home field advantage, too small. So we do have roughing the passer. But no targeting. So McShann gets to stay out there. Didn't think he led with a crown, but it was a late hit. Why does Army always run the ball? Well, a lot of service academies do, because a lot of these service academies, you have to give it 4 years afterwards. So a lot of good quarterbacks are not playing at service academies. So you're not playing at service academies because if you're a good quarterback, you want to play somewhere where you can go to the NFL, not give it 4 years to the military. A lot of these Army players have great stamina because of the training condition they go through. So they win with the option. But now they're going to throw Daly, looking, rolling out, going to throw in the run, dumps it off, caught, gain of 5 on the play, gain of 6 actually. As Hayden Reed, who scored the only touchdown for Army, gets that one. Called second and 4th, the 34-yard line. Lexington or Louisville, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Yeah, Louisville's closer. Louisville's closer. Some of the roots for the Giants, A's, Wizards, and Sharks. Probably some sicko that does. It's probably someone. 2nd and 5. Keeps himself down to the 32. We'll call it 3rd and 2. There's probably someone that's just a diehard Jordan Poole fan or someone like that. Thought of an indoor stadium, Jerry World, with a retractable roof. Yeah, that would be... Can our military defeat the sun, is the question. NFL expansion team in Cheyenne, Wyoming, too small. And media market's not good. Now, I also be interesting if do a team like Green Bay, where it's like, there's no competition. They're the only dog in town. It'd be interesting, but I don't think they're ever going to do it. Gain of 4 that could be powered down to the 27-yard line. 1st down for Daly again. 6th in the Heisman voting this year. Only over 100 rushing yards this game. Rich Gannon from Zelda. Who am I choosing? I mean, if it's 2000s Rich Gannon, give me Rich Gannon. I'll take an MVP quarterback. Thank you very much. Yeah, future second lieutenant's playing today. Weekend of Life, yeah, that just dropped before this game came on. It's a long one. It's about 2.5 hours, but I show you everything. I leave no stone unturned. First down, half of the middle goes to Udo. Udo down to the 25-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 3. This drive just 3 yards on a cloud of dust. Brought down by Griffin Willis. Would college Michael Vick have been a good service academy quarterback? Oh, he would have been insane. You kidding me? Run the triple option? Oh, he would have been insane. Right, also 350-pound line would not be able to get to the military. Yep, that is true. Look, most of these quarterbacks can't throw. Michael Vick could throw. Benefit of Army, Navy's area coach expect to mold you into a man, not Caillou. Or Little Brown Bear. That is true. 2nd 7. They're going to throw. 3-step drop. Daly now going to step up and try and run. He'll get 4 yards on the play. Brought down by Colin Ramos. 3-step drop. No one open. Takes off. 3rd and 3. Figure it's 4-down territory here. Chicago had a newer, bigger stadium. Well, they're going to build a newer stadium on the suburbs, it looks like. Where the Bears are going to play. That'd be an interesting spot for Army Navy game. Why is Army? Army runs the ball for that reason, because no quarterback that can throw is really gonna play for Army or Navy. Because if you can throw, you go into the NFL. You can always go to the military later if you want. 3rd and 3 plus the NIL money. Udo handoff. Called a gain of 6 down to the 15-yard line. 1st down, Army. They don't have... The play clocks are pretty synced up with the game clock. They don't have to get a play if they don't want to. I'm with Weekend Life. Thank you. I took some inspiration from some other people that did Weekend Life videos, so figured why not. I watched some of the They'll Call You videos. I have watched some of them. My football, I'm streaming both games at the same time. Both games at the same time. Father was a Vietnam-era air traffic controller. Thank you for his service. Appreciate it. Am I not alone wishing Buffalo, Detroit, and Pittsburgh, Philly were not at the same time? I agree with you on that. 1 o'clock slate's pretty bad. Lose the ball came out the end, but they're going to say it was down. Going to say it was down. Going to say that Short was down at the 14-yard line. So no fumble on the play. He was down. And we go in the 4th quarter. Let's double check. Was he down? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if he was down or not. I don't know. I'll take a look. As we go to the 4th. Who wins this one? Jets, Jaguars, are excited for that? I am not. I am not. So we got a lot to sort out. Was that a fumble? If it is, Navy got the immediate recovery. Blame coaching for Army never make the NCAA tournament. Yeah, it's kind of shocking that Army's never made the tournament. No, the strategy between Little Brown Bear is insane. Yeah, Little Brown Bear is like the new thing on this stream, and it's great. It's great. It's Pat Summer with the Jaguars. It makes sense. It makes sense. You don't want the Jets to get a good pick. I get it. How much the UFL? Do you think a QB from a service academy could do well there? No, because they're not very accurate. And you're going to throw the ball a lot. You're going to throw the ball a lot. I don't think it would work. Unless they change positions. Should the NFL games like Comedy Central? I mean, Jets should be Comedy Central. Don't hate the Jets as a Pats fan. Did you hate him during the Rex Ryan years at least? Because Rex Ryan was... I get why you don't hate him now, because it's like the Jets have done nothing as of late. They're just kind of there. They're a laughingstock. But the Rex Ryan years, it was bitter. Grandfather was demolition expert in the Army Station Southeast Asia during World War II. Oh, wow. Like, I have great respect to all those who serve. I could never. I mean, I'd be medically discharged anyways. I've got asthma and underlying conditions and whatnot. I could never do it, but just the sacrifice, it's incredible. One former Army basketball coach worked through my joke, another might not have. That is true. NFL announcers at Comedy Central. Oh, you would definitely get Nikki Glazer. You'd definitely get Nikki Glazer because she does the roasts. You get definitely just Nikki Glazer, one woman show. Rex Ryan was overrated as a Jets coach. I don't know about overrated. I don't know. He gave the team a personality, and that team made back-to-back AFC championships with Sanchez at QB. Hate the Giants a million times more than they hate the Jets. Well, I get that because, 2 Super Bowls and all that. I get that. The next 2 Jaguar games will be on the Chick-fil-A play hop. They should be. They should be. And much like Chick-fil-A, the Jaguars don't do anything on Sundays. So, Caillou Sith Lord on ChatGPT. Oh, yes. Yes, Jar Jar Rosie. Grandfather was stationed in South Korea in the late 60s. The score holds party Norfolk, San Diego, and down. And Camp Lejeune on the contrary, Sour Grapes in Killeen and Fayetteville, Fort Liberty. That is true. This is the game. This is the big game. You had to wonder if Army was undefeated going into this game, and then this result held. What would have happened? I have no clue. Watching Jaguars Raiders next Sunday. I'll be too. Reluctantly, I'll be watching that game. I hate 4 o'clock games. I hate even more when we suck and have nothing to play for. The Jaguars stink at 4 o'clock. I don't know if you realize that. The Jaguars, I mean, they stink all the time, but they really stink at 4 o'clock games. Like, the Jaguars do not win late games. Our record at 4 o'clock, or a record at 4 o'clock games has to be, like, in the last 15 years, it's got to be like 20%. We win nothing in those late windows. Nothing. I think since 2011, if I had to say all the games we won at 4 o'clock, I'd say Jaguars Patriots, Jaguars Broncos, Jaguars Raiders, Jaguars Seahawks. I think that might be it. That might legitimately be it. We do not win games at 4 o'clock. I think since I started high school, we've won 4 games at the 4 o'clock window. I could be wrong. No, and Jaguars Colts week in 2019 as well. So 5. I'm going to double check on that. I'm going to double check, but I think we've legitimately won 5 games at the 4 o'clock window since I started high school. I want to check that. I think since I started high school, we've won 5 games at the 4 o'clock window. Like 405, 425, anything along those lines. 2nd and 9. Daly under center. Gonna throw it. Daly looking. End zone shot. Open. Overthrown. He overshot him by a mile. Casey Reynolds was wide open. Wide open. What could I do a 1-score game? And he just missed him. Wide open. Casey Reynolds was in line to have his 4th receiving touchdown of the season. Daly was at a rough day throwing the ball, just missed him badly on that one. We beat the Dolphins, so that's 6. That's 6 wins then. Forgot about that game. Being in that window. Timeout, Army. They'll have 1 left. Not sure why they called timeout. They only have 1 left the rest of the way. No, the Jaguars have won. Actually, we can go to stat head. Hang on. That's a stat head question. Why am I even trying to go? Why am I even trying to go there? Oh, hang on. Should be 4th quarter. You're right. You're right. My bad. Forgot to change it. Thought I did. Apparently did not. 65% ran with a midshipman. It's funny. The rivalry between the Pats and the Colts got better as the moment they left divisions. All right. Descended by date. No, you cannot be accused of being a bandwagon fan. No, you cannot. Let me check this. Let me check this, actually. Because now I'm curious with the 4 o'clock slate that I brought up. You go to StatHead, use my code GG9, get 20% off an annual subscription. We're going to do Jaguars. I need Team Game Finder. Hang on. Team Game Finder. Oh, I forgot to update that one. Yes, I forgot to update that one. Hang on. Let's see. Cardinal fans are very dedicated. They've been through hell and back. All right, Team Jaguars. Sort by date. Game time. Afternoon. We are terrible. We are terrible in this window. Yes, so this is... God, this is so bad. Yeah, so I started... Okay, wait. We can actually go further back. We played the Browns October 26, 2008. I was in 6th grade. Since then, since the middle of 6th grade, since Halloween when I was in 6th grade, we have won 8 games at the 4 o'clock window. We are 8-31 in the 4 o'clock window. Since Halloween of 6th grade, we are 8-31. You wonder why I hate playing at 4 o'clock? Yeah. 20% winning percentage since 2008 at the 4 o'clock window. You want to know why this team drives me mad? That should not be possible. That was Halloween 2008. Over, was it 16 years? The last 16 years, at the 4 o'clock window, we have won 20% of our games. So you wonder why I hate playing at 4 o'clock? Yeah, that's why. Used to be Cardinals at 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Yes. Like, I hate playing later games. I like getting them out of the way. But I doubly hate it when it's the Jaguars because we suck. You wonder why this team drives me mad. Yeah, Jackson's 20% was here with something nice. Yeah, thank God for Olivia Vernon for one of the dumbest penalties. And Jason Myers, long field of them, they have 58 yards. You can't even say 2 out of 3 bad. It's more like 4 out of 5. 3rd and 9 for the timeout. And let me update the most recent donor. Hang on, I forgot to do that. There we go. Again, this team drives me mad. Short in motion. Daly keeps himself. Now going to throw. They send 4. Looking. End zone. Tipped. Can't make the interception. Decision time here. You can cut it to a 1-score game with a field goal. Be a 32-yard try. But Army only has 1 timeout left. Less than 1 play left in a game at 4 field. Feels going to turn it since that last happened. It has been a while. It feels like it at least. Let me look. They did it at... Field goal try right down the middle. 1-score game. Army 2 drives, 2 field goals this half. Long drives, but got some work to do. Down by 8, and with Navy showing no signs of slowing down. Moving the ball. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Helps us out a ton on the channel. Mickey Laserfly saw in the Jaguars Raiders game? Yes, she would. Yes, she would. Yeah, that was a fun one. Lions get a 4 field. I do remember they clinched the playoff spot in 2010 or 2011. Yeah, last game at Ford Field at the late window, 4:25, Week 14, 2020 against the Packers. The British used to wear masks for San Crazy. Yes, it is. I use bloody sometimes. I do use bloody. I use some British slang every now and then. Number 1 listen to song on YouTube this year is Room at the Top by Adam Ant. Good song. Good song. I already know what my number 1 song is going to be next year. So there's a playlist of the top 40 songs of each week of a given year that I listen to on Spotify. You see it on the Week in Life vid. And it goes in order. So now it's 35 years to the day. So 2025, 35 years, 1990. I already know it's going to be King of Wishful Thinking. I'd be stunned if King of Wishful Thinking is not my number 1 song of next year. Jets prediction was 7-10, just like last year. I'd like to win out to have that. Yeah, I thought they would be good this year, just because Rodgers coming back. They had bad quarterback play last year, but they were fine. As long as quarterback play is just solid, they're okay. And it was even worse. What James Taylor song can best describe Belichick? Well, I think for a lot of his assistants, how sweet it is if they have a job. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I think Joe Judge and Matt Patricia can thank their lucky stars for its employment. Yeah, it was week 2, September. How's it going, Pizzle? Welcome in. We're doing Army Navy. 21-13 the score. Oh, Jeff Russell, Mickey Glazer. Nice. Nice. Being New England transplant in around Chapel Hill and Carborough is going to be fun the next few years. Oh, man. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of interest in UNC football. More interest than before. Yeah, Jets defense collapsed. They were fine, and then they decided, let's fire Robert Saleh. Let's promote Jeff Ulbrich to head coach, even though he's got no experience as head coach. And have him do double duty, and it didn't work out. Lions-Bills would be a great matchup. Are you kidding me? Lions-Bills would be a phenomenal Super Bowl matchup. I think that's what America wants. I think most of America wants a Lions-Bills matchup. If you ask most people in America, what game do you want? I think most of them would say Lions-Bills. 2 teams that never won it before. 2 teams that are fun to watch. Exciting offenses. Yeah, I'm not sure. SI is a shell of itself. SI, it's AI Raiders at this point for a lot of it. Jets were going to kept Saleh. I think they're at least 2 wins better. And Saleh's not a good coach, but at least the defense would not fall apart. So the 20, 25, and down to the 26-yard line. The defense would not be as bad as it is. Navy ball to 26. Figure a long drive here by the midshipmen. Doesn't honestly put this game on ice, but does make it very tough. Again, at 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll be live for the Salute to Veterans Bowl. The first of many bowl games this season that we're calling. Then we'll call for about 30 of them. Plus all the playoff games. Western Michigan, South Alabama. We're going to be calling that game tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. We're on to Wake Forest. Seahawks Vikings playoff. Jets fans will be livid seeing Geno Smith against Sam Darnold. That would be insane. 2 quarterbacks from one team that were flameouts there going to a different team and having success. Play playoff games against each other. That is a rare thing to have happen. Very rare thing to have happen. Super Bowl 37 was pretty close with the Vikings, Brad Johnson and whatnot. Horvath to the 32-yard line. Called a gain of 7 to start. 2nd and 3. Well, Lions-Bills, will somehow the Ravens get it. Just don't give me the Texans. I'm okay. I had nothing against the Texans, and then the whole Al Shire thing happened. North Carolina sucks, so that college programs have to suffer from McDaniels, Patricia, or Judge. Yeah, for the greater good. So if someone hires McDaniels as head coach, oh boy. Yeah, no, you definitely don't want the Bills in the Super Bowl. I know that much. 2nd and 3, trips to the bottom of the screen. Tech of the lead blocker. Horvath going to take himself to the 35. Horvath to the 40. And he's pushed out of bounds to the 43-yard line by Caleb Fortner. Gain of 11 and a first down for the midshipmen. Getting any points on this drive, make it a 2-score game. And with how Army struggled throwing the ball and even running the ball to some extent. Also, good job getting out Hoke Smith, the right guard. Nice pull on that one. First down to 43. Zach Wilson had a good season elsewhere. Oh, I think Jets fans would just lose any remaining will they had to live. First down to 42. The give. It's to Teka. We haven't seen Teka a whole lot for the first drive. Getting the ball. Gets it that time for a gain of 2 down to the 44. Army's in trouble right now. The problem with triple options is that when you get behind, it's very tough to get back. Because you're not a chunk play team. And Army defensively has not really stopped Horvath. It's really self-inflicted wounds for Navy that have killed some of these drives. But when Navy's in rhythm, they're in rhythm. There's really only one drive that Army made defensive stops. Other than that, it was Navy shooting itself in the foot. Debo should be gone? 100%. 100%. You can't be a diva and not produce. 2nd and 8. Horvath hands it off up the middle. This will go to Heidenreich, who scored the last touchdown for Navy. Gets a yard on the play, brings up 3rd and 7. As a Lions fan, this is the first actual year that I actually hate the Eagles. mean, 95, I guess, as well, because of the playoff game, but yeah. First year in a while. Panthers make a Super Bowl run and win, then Canales should be inducted into the Hall of Fame, like, immediately. That would be insane. That would be insane. Well, the Panthers make it. I'll root for them. Panthers make it. I'll root for them. Be a feel-good story, but they're not going to make it. They're in 7. They're too far back. Horvath going to keep himself after seeing no one open. Gain of 2. And he'll have to punt. A good defensive stand by Andon Thomas at the 47-yard line. 4th and 5. And you figure the midshipman will just kick this one away and play some defense. Less than 23 hours for the Patriots. Finally play. Yeah, it's been a bit of a time off. America wants its Lions Bills, what they will get. What the NFL wants is Chiefs Eagles. That is true. They want Chiefs Eagles. They want the rematch. So Riley Reifman on to punt with 11 minutes to go. They're going to fake it. They're going to fake the punt. He's got some space to the 30, 25, down the 21. Ball comes out. The end. Navy falls on it. They fake the punt. And it's Landon Robinson, the nose tackle, who gets it. It's going to, I think, stay with Navy. They fake it on 4th and 5. They give it to the nose tackle. And the big man rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, loses the ball at the 27, but recovered at the 23. Here's to you, Landon Robinson, the nose tackle. The nose tackle with a run like that. Justin Reed got a good enough jump to get the block out in front, and then Robinson gets it just outside the red zone. What a crazy play. Play of the game so far. Just as Army looked like we're going to get it back. The nose tackle. Have they run the clock? Army's not getting back to about 8.5 left, down by 2 scores. In the absolute best case scenario for Army. But Horvath going to get to the 20, 15, Horvath at the 10, Horvath down to the 5, gain of 18 yards. Another big run for Horvath. I think that's his 5th run of the day of 10+ yards. For one of the leading rushers in FBS for quarterbacks. 1st and goal. It's a fake punt, cut away. Brought down by Thomas. And Army on the ropes. Army might have won the battle in terms of winning the American Conference, but they're in danger of losing the war. The game that matters. Ball at the 5. Horvath going to keep himself after a 3-step drop, and it will run down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. Dan Campbell call that play? He would have called it from his own 10-yard line. How do you fall for a fake punt like that? I mean, the hole was just massive. They go quick to the line. I think they would slow it down here. They're going to go in motion. Did the Army jump in neutral zone? They might have, but no reason to snap it. It'd be about a half-yard difference. Not worth it. 2nd and goal. The 9th play of the drive. Horvath going to keep it himself, and he is stuffed. 2nd effort, not going to get there. 3rd and goal. Can Army get a goal line stand? Even if they do, I think you kick the field goal, make it a 2-score game. This drive killing a ton of time off the clock. This will be the 10th play. First 9 were all runs. Yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Help us out a ton. We have an injured player on the field with 9:03 left. Can't quite figure out who it is just yet. Might be Hassan. It looks like an 8 at the back. It might be Hassan. I'm not sure. No, it's one of the linemen. Number 68 is one of the linemen. Connor McMahon, the starting left tackle. The senior left tackle. When the Sixers stop being cursed? When they trade Embiid. When they trade Embiid, I think they'll stop. Thoughts on LA Tech getting the Independence Bowl invite over Cincinnati? Well, it went by APR, right? It went by APR. I think it was a matter of what's easiest in terms of makeshift. How are you going to... Again, a lot of these bowl games, it's about selling tickets. It's about selling tickets. And Cincinnati, I'm not sure how many people on short notice are going to be able to... They might have left for home already, a lot of the players. I'm not sure how many people on short notice are going to buy tickets and fly down or drive down to Louisiana. For La Tech, it's a short drive. So it makes sense. I have no problem with it. Dumbest decision call: a passing play has a high chance of injury, but high chance of success. It means they waste a timeout. If you're trailing, I don't know why it'd be dumb to call a passing play. No, I mean, you can get injured on any play. I mean, unless it's a play where it's we're going to intentionally not block. Unless it's like one of those plays where you intentionally don't block. Most underhated team in the NFL. I think the Texans, after everything that happens, are not hated enough. Right, the injury was not Embiid's fault, but he said nothing with the Sixers. Yeah, he's just whining about random stuff. Part of the Rams-Niners game Thursday. There have been games that only field goals are the only scores have history. Oh, tons, yeah. Jaguars-Titans, 2018, week 3. That was 9-6. So 3-0 games before. We've seen games like that. 9-0 Jaguars Steelers 06. I'm just talking Jaguar games. We've seen 6-0 games, 3-0 games. We've seen a fair amount of games like that. How dare the Bills play efficient football and fun football? We'll stream the NFL honors, hopefully, and Josh Allen will win MVP. And, oh man, the chat's going to have a firestorm. I can already tell. 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line after the injury to Connor McMahon. Again, after this game, at 9 o'clock Eastern, we'll go live. Not going to stream the Heisman ceremony. Just because there's nothing really to stream with that one. Hunter's going to win. He's the already favorite. You need audio for that one, too. There's nothing really to talk about with that. I think Sanford gets a fair amount of hate. Underhated Cowboys, they should get more hate than they already get. 3rd and goal after the injury. How's it going, CT Man? Welcome back. Dolphins 7. Yeah, that's another example. Jets Washington, I think 92. Maybe 91. It was definitely 92 or 93. QB sneak diving in. It's Horvath is in. Back-to-back touchdown drives this half of the midshipmen. It's up to 14. Largest lead of the day. With the extra point pending. Horvath, take a bow. As Rihanna says, it's over now. Go on and take a bow. And Horvath gets a standing ovation. Giants up the Ravens. That would be the biggest upset of the season. Biggest upset in like the last 5 years. Everyone 0-0 tie? Yes, many. Back in the 20s, 30s, and whatnot. Not since World War II, but Giants fans, some agree. No, I'm not. I am not. So we're going full Frank Grimes if Allen wins MVP. Yes, I can see that. Extra point here after a 6-minute drive with 10 rushing attempts, including a fake punt. It's good. It's up to 15. Navy on the verge of an upset with 8:50 to go. It's do or die for Army. Flag on the play. Army 13 points in the first 52 minutes. They'll need 13 points in the first 52 minutes. They'll need 15 in the next 8. But I think I could, potentially. One example of college friends storming the field, Nebraska, Oklahoma, in 82. Oh, yeah. A lot of examples. A lot of examples of fans storming the field in college. Not a lot in the NFL. If you want to see today's video about field storming gone horribly wrong, including a near mass shooting during the field storming, go check that out. Click that link above. Bills Lions 1972. Going to take a while, so we won't get that when these teams meet tomorrow. Love received touchdowns, 4 picks, yeah. The problem is that Genty's playing lights out, and so is Hunter. This is one of those where as long as your first place vote goes to one of those two, Genty's putting up numbers that we have not seen since Barry Sanders. Hunter's putting up numbers we have never seen. This is really, there are two great candidates. This is the best field yet in terms of the top two. For my money, the best field of my lifetime in terms of the top two. The best Heisman field of my lifetime. For the top two. Not since Bush Young we had a field this good. They're both well-deserving. They're both very well-deserving. Bears Falcons 6-0. Did I do a video on that game? I might have done a video on that one. Hang on. Does that rings a bell? Hang on. Did I do a video on that game? That rings a bell. I don't think I did. No. Could the Texans be the Chiefs for the 1920 playoffs now for the Cincinnati go for the fake punt? Yes, I think so. That momentum shift was too much to overcome. Yeah, a little more lenient with other positions. They are. They're a little more lenient in that regard. A little more lenient. Do you remember seeing voter? I do not. I do not. I did not do a video on that one. I did not do a video on that one. I might have just gotten some clips from that game for a video. Meanwhile, the over hits. The over is officially hit in Army Navy. The over, like the first time ever, has officially hit. Usually the safest bet is bet the under. But I think the second time in the last 18 years. All right. 28-13 the score. Army, one timeout left. Got 8.5 minutes to do anything. That'd be a lot of booing. So Gabriel should also be enough to keep this close. Yeah, he'll be in third, I think. I think Gabriel's going to come in third. The kickoff here to the side. This one going to be fielded at the 20 and down at the 22. Couldn't field it cleanly. I'm going to take over the 22-yard line. They've only had 2 drives so far in this half. Now, MVP over Barkley. Well, it depends how many yards Barkley has. If he has 2,000 yards, the Eagles get the 1 seed. It'd be tough not to give it to him. In the next Texas road game, oh yeah, lots of booing. As there should be. Yeah, that loss by the Texans cost them a trip to the first ever AFC Championship. It would have. We could have Texans Titans potentially. The AFC Championship would have been my nightmare. I would have lost my mind if that was the AFC Championship. I'd be like, you got to be kidding me. First down, the 21-yard line. Daly looking, throwing, sideline caught, gain of 8 on the play. Got to throw the ball a bit more now. Time being an issue. Cam Schur on the grab, his 7th of the season. He's the 3rd leading receiver on the team. He's got 82 receiving yards after that play. 3rd leading receiver on the team, 82 receiving yards. All season. Second down, Daly, nothing opens. They're just going to take off and run up the middle, and he'll get the first down at the 35-yard line, brought down by Jacob. Called a gain of 5, first down. And again tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. Salute to Veterans Bowl, the first bowl game of the season. South Alabama, Western Michigan, both teams 6-6. Some Sun Belt against MAC action for you. Jags against Broncos. We're going to call Jaguars against the Broncos. Not that Jaguars team, not that Broncos team. Bills Saints Super Bowl will result in at least one TV start in Miami. At least one. Daly going to keep him somehow, going to pitch it out wide. I'm not sure that was the right decision as he's got nowhere to go. And literally had a hole if he wanted to take it to get a few yards, but the toss to short. Going to lose 3 yards on the play. Kyle Jacob on the stop. Dumb decision on the Texans fake punt. Might be a bit too well known, but it's a possibility. Copyright might be a nightmare for that one. Meanwhile, injured player for Army with 747. It looks like it's Brady Small, the center. Number 51. think his knee got rolled on. People with 1 touchdown lead, 1979 called. 1979 did call. I wish it was Jags Broncos tomorrow. I do not, because we get blown out that game. Next 4 games with Mac Jones are going to be just painful. It's going to be like going back to 2012. It's going to be just terrible. It's going to be just miserable experience. Bills, Titans, the anti-Jags, Fimble. I would say fact on that one. I would definitely say fact. My NFL QB, I'm taking Dylan Gabriel. I mean, I'm taking Sanders, but in terms of outside the top 2, I like Gabriel a lot. Yes, he's on the older side of things, but he's accurate. He can do everything he wants to do. I like Gabriel a ton, and I think teams are overthinking this. Not crazy about Milrow, not crazy about some of these other guys coming out back and whatnot. I think you go with Gabriel. You don't look back. Everyone in the AFC has at least entered a conference title, at least since the 90s. Washington's got the longest drought of making, and that was 91. It's fine. The second longest drought is actually the Cowboys. The second longest drought making the AFC title game is actually the Cowboys, which is absurd. And Small, the injured lineman, brings up 2nd and 13 at the 32-yard line. Sure, Dart, Gabriel, top 3. Yeah, I definitely got Shedeur and Gabriel as my top 2. Dart probably is it's either him or Ward as my 3. I don't know yet. I gotta watch more film. Gotta really watch some film. Get some all 22 angles. We'll start doing some scouting in February. In January. Think Navy might have jumped, not gonna call it. Daly looking as to escape the sack. He will. Gonna throw it past the line of scrimmage. And that is intercepted. Intercepted at the 49-yard line. Second time today has been picked off. It's Kenneth McShann. Almost got ejected from the game for targeting. They called it back. And comes up with the pick that might have ended this thing. Flag on the play. You figure it's forward pass beyond the line of scrimmage. A diving attempt for the pick by Andrew Duhart. That ball did not hit the ground. He never had control. And it pops up into the hands of McShann. Daly just 1 pick this season before this game. He's thrown 2 here today. Navy ball. And the penalty is going to be for a pass beyond the line of scrimmage. Not that it's going to be accepted. Navy ball around the 47-yard line. This one might be over. Still about 7 minutes left, but Army's got 1 timeout the way Navy's run the ball. 2-score game. Potentially 3 if they score points on this drive. This one could be over. Yeah, good thing Army got blown out of him. Otherwise, it might be a debate to move the selection Sunday. Yes. That would be that would be bad. Yeah, there would be an interesting debate about that. Personal foul. Let's say roughness on the defense. But back it up 15. Ryan Aline III getting called for the penalty. If this holds, it's going to snap a 2-game winning streak by Army. Army has won 6 of the last 8 in this series. It'd be the first time that Navy beats a ranked Army team since 1957. The first time that Army was ranked going into the game and Navy defeated them since they played in Philadelphia back in 1957. So you have to get necessary roughness, which should be the judge on that one. Max Crosby season over. Yeah, no reason to chance anything with Crosby. Season's done at this point. Get the surgery you need and go from there. Horvath at the middle, down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 7. At this point, it's a matter of running clock. Well, we weren't going to do that game as if I stream it. Jags fans preseason. I'm going to say fact on that one. Usually you do play the Floridian team, so I would say, I'm guessing... Well, actually, it's always the Falcons. We always play the Falcons. Always play the Falcons. We don't play the Finns next year. Then we have the Finns or the Bucks. This past season, who we play? Hang on. Who we play this past preseason? We play the Chiefs. We play the Bucks. So yeah, it's gonna be the Dolphins' turn this time. Horvath to the middle. Horvath to the 40. 35-30. 25. 1 to beat. Horvath down to the 12. Horvath, 150 rushing yards at least this game. Injured player on Army is Justin Weaver, it looks like. And Horvath with a gain of 43. So it'll be like some random team we play. Falcons and Bucks. Or Dolphins. The nice block there by Tekka to get into the second level. And at that point, Horvath off to the races. What a game for Horvath. He's got to be the MVP of this game. Horvath, 199 yards rushing to his name. He's got more rushing yards than Army has total yards. Horvath, the junior QB. An incredible performance. And I think Jags Bucks you're not gonna do Bucks, Dolphins, and Falcons. You're not gonna have a Jags, Bucks, and Dolphins. I mean Bucks, Falcons, and Dolphins. In the 4 season thing you would. In the 4 preseason games you would, but not now. Can't whoever loses the Jags-Raiders game? You think the Jags would draft Cam Ward? Why? Why would they draft Cam Ward? Why would the Jaguars draft Cam Ward? Why would they draft Cam Ward? Why would the Jaguars possibly draft Cam Ward? Counterpoint, Bucks and plays Finns and Jags last preseason. Yeah, well, the Bucks play, but the Jaguars, because we always play the Falcons. The Bucks and Finns always play in the preseason. That's their game that's always protected. That's their regional game. Our regional game is the Falcons. So that's a bit different. We have to play the Falcons every year. I can't remember the last time we didn't play the Falcons in the preseason. Yeah, that's how bad as Roman Steelers offense. It is. It's not good. 6:10 to go. Nearly 200 rushing yards for Horvath. The result of this game of formality at this point. Barring a crazy turnover. Navy should be able to make it a 3-score game. Horvath. Man in motion. They take the snap with 3. This one a jet sweep to Eli. Eli in for the second time today. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the midshipmen this half. It's 34-13 Navy. Looked like he was in. Flag on the play though. Hang on. Holding. Back it up. Hang on. They were really late on that flag. Hang on. Back it up. We're thinking all good, man. All good. I thought it was pretty fast before. Gonna get Brandon Chapman for the hold. So take the touchdown off the board. They were late with the graphic on that one. I get Chapman on the hold. And yeah, no, it's the right call. Can't hook him like that. Big reason why I got to the outside. Existing and cheesier. Bring back someone hung longer than usual. Yep. I don't know why they didn't call that or why CBS was laying that graphic, because that flag was out for a long time. All right, 1st and 20 now at the 27-yard line. Or 22-yard line, I should say. They give up the middle. Gain of 1. In Navy, this would be their first win over a ranked Army team since the 1950s. Since before Sputnik, if I'm not mistaken. It's been that long. Before Beatlemania. Before British Beatlemania, before Ole Miss, John Glenn, Lawrence of Arabia, or all that. It's been a while since Navy beat a ranked Army team. Not that they've had many chances to beat a ranked Army team. Second 18. Horvath tosses it. Risky pitch there, but able to field it cleanly to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. It's Teka. Call about 3rd and 12. And we are going to do Navy against, I think, let me check the bowl schedule before I say anything. Because we are doing a lot of bowl games this year. Is Armed Forces on there? I think so. I think Armed Forces will be on there. The Armed Forces is going to be on there. Army will not be. Army, we're not going to call the Independence Bowl against La Tech because that interferes with the NFL. So we're not going to call that one. Timeout or Army injured player. We will call the Armed Forces. We won't call the Independence Bowl. So this will be the last Army game we call this year. In terms of bowl games we're going to call, let me just give you a quick update in terms of games we're going to call because we're calling a lot of bowl games this year. In terms of the bowl games, we are going to call. Let me show you the bowl schedule. Let me show you what we're calling. Let me show you what we're calling in terms of bowl games. We're going to call this game, Frisco, Boca Raton. We're not calling LA because I'm going to be on a plane. We're going to call Boca Raton. Not calling New Orleans because that interferes with the NFL. We're going to call Gasparilla. Not sure about Cure yet, but definitely Gasparilla. And obviously the playoff game. All playoff games here alongside the NFL. Monday, we're calling Myrtle Beach. We're not calling Potato Bowl. I have a dentist appointment that day, so we're not calling Potato Bowl, unfortunately. Hawaii Bowl, we should be calling. Game Above Sports, we'll call. Nothing else because it interferes with the NFL, but Game Above Sports, we'll call. We'll do Armed Forces. We'll do Birmingham, and we'll do one of these three. Not sure which one just yet. December 28th, we're doing nothing because it interferes with the NFL. Music City, we're going to do. We will do Relia Quest, Texas, and then the playoff game. Triple header on Wednesday for all those bowls. Gator Bowl we'll do. We will do these two games as well. We should do Bahamas Bowl as well. So we're going to call a lot of bowl games, you see. We're going to do, everything was going to plan. This will be the place for bowl games. We will do 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. Just in terms of sure. Yes. We all got dentist appointments. 5, 6. I actually don't have a dentist out here. Not yet, at least. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One of these. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I think we're calling 28 games. Plus FCS, yes, plus FCS. Pop-Tarts Bowl just for fun. I wish. Pop-Tarts Bowl interferes with the NFL. Interferes with the NFL, so I'm not going to be calling it. I'm not going to be calling Pop-Tarts. It's during the NFL. So NFL games I will do at the same time for college, for playoff games. But for everything else, just regular bowl game now. Yeah, I can't do Potato Bowl. I can't do Pop-Tarts Bowl. Unfortunately. Want to call Spud. I'm going to say a dentist in New York State of Arizona. I actually don't have a dentist out here. And plus, my whole family's seeing the dentist around that time, so just make it easier. Bahamas Bowl, we should be calling that one. We should be calling that one. No spots left for Army. 3rd and 13. Horvath keeps himself to the 10. Field goal makes it a 3-score game. So I figure they're going to 7th field goal now, try and make it a 27-yard kick. A touchdown get taken off the board off a holding penalty by Chapman. Am I doing Vols against Ohio State? Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? Absolutely I'm doing that game. Absolutely I'm doing that game. I'm doing all the playoff games. All the playoff games we're doing. Field goal here to really put this one on ice with 4 minutes to go. And that doesn't even interfere with the NFL because the NFL plays 2 games in the afternoon. So that'll be a single game at least. Yeah, that'll just be a mega stream. Grassi's doing his marathon charity stream that day. I'm doing my marathon tons of games at the same time stream. Navy will call timeout. They'll have 2 left. Let's make it a 3-score game and really put this one on ice. No overtime for this game, obviously, in terms of the stream. We'll hop off after this and see you at 9 o'clock. But we still got 3:49 to go in this one. We'll take it to the end of it. How far are the Vols going? Ooh. I mean, I don't trust Ryan Day in the big game. That's going to be a tough one. I don't think they beat Oregon. Selfishly, I think they lose in the first round just because I do want to see the rematch of Ohio State-Oregon. So I think they will lose first round. I think the home teams hold seed. I think the home teams hold serve in the first round. Then we'll go from there. All right, we do have breaking news about a schedule update for the NFL. A schedule update for the NFL. As the field goal is good, 3-score game. Week 17. Dolphins-Browns, Sunday Night Football. That is going to get flexed out. To the surprise of no one, that is getting flexed out. Dolphins-Browns will not be the Sunday night game week 17. It will be either one of these 2 games. Falcons-Commanders or Cardinals-Rams. I'm taking Oregon's Ohio State. I am. I don't trust Ryan Day right now. So Falcons-Commanders or Cardinals-Rams will be the Sunday night game. They will announce it on Monday or Tuesday. This according to Ozzy, who has leaked everything schedule-wise. Falcons-Commanders, Cardinals-Rams will be one of those games. You figure the other one's going to be Saturday night. Well, it's not because of you guys, because the Browns suck. It's not because of you guys, because the Browns are terrible. So you figure Colts-Giants will just be a regular old game. Probably Chargers-Patriots is your 1 o'clock. Broncos-Bengals your 4:30. And then one of those 2 will be Saturday Night Football, while the other one will be Sunday Night Football. But Cardinals could be on Sunday Night Football. Be the first time ever we do a Cardinals game, potentially. Which is insanity to me. So I have like no Cardinals helmets. I gotta stock up on those. Or Santa's gotta come in good. To the 25-30. Down to the 33. Because I was like, okay, the Cardinals don't have any primetime games this year. The one they do, I'm gonna be at. So it's like, I don't need to stock up on Cardinals helmets this offseason. I did like my 5-figure purchase of the studio helmets. And yeah, I might need to get some Cardinal helmets. I do have a lot of Rams at least. They could compensate for that. $3:40 to go. At this point, it's a formality. Ball at the 34-yard line. Daly 2 picks this game, 1 pick on the season before this one. Daly looks, and they get 3! The 3rd interception by Daly this game. Paris on the pick. Navy's 17th pick this season. Paris' first. When it rains, it pours. Daly, 6th in the Heisman voting. Fortunate that they voted before this game happened. Because it's been a rough one for him. 3rd interception of the game. Daly, the senior quarterback, his final Army-Navy game. An unfortunate way to go out. Daly, 7 for 16, 65 yards passing. If we do in the passer rating calculator for the NFL, against different college, but in the NFL, if we're to put that in, that's a passer rating of 36.7. First down the 37-yard line. Army, no timeouts left, so Navy can take the sense of the 2-minute timeout. The give here, nothing doing. Balled up at the 40-yard line for Dabo Fofana, the senior, playing his final Army-Navy game. 2nd and 13. Fofana's first handoff of the day. Just his... He's got 248 yards entering this one. 2nd and 13. A great defensive outing, a great offensive showing. Navy, complete domination from start to finish. Opening drive touchdown. Never look back. I'm streaming the home team cards. You know, I've never streamed a cards game before. Just because schedule-wise it hasn't worked out. But it will work out if Rams-Cardinals is the game. Or a primetime game, we're going to do that. Rams-Cardinals will be a primetime game of some kind. Just don't know if it's Sunday night or Saturday night. It will be a primetime game. A gain of 8 on that run to the outside. Brings them at 3rd and 5. Takes a 2-minute timeout. Or actually, there was a difference between the play clock and the game clock, so hang on. Army Navy play each other regular season. They did not. They do not. They always save each other for this game. This is a regular season game. Someone singing second tonight. Yep, it's the right to sing second, and right now, it is Navy who will be singing second. Beating a ranked Army team. Giving Army just its second loss of the season. The last one to Notre Dame. Another team that Navy lost to. Got to call play 3rd and 5. Handoff! Eli should have the first down. And we're in a kneel down situation here. Gain of 5. First down. That's the ball game. Well, I bet Navy money line. Nice. Yeah, if you want to bet, oddstream.com, I placed a lot of arbitrages on this game. I made a pretty penny. I'll put it that way. If you check my Twitter, I made a pretty penny with that. By this point, it's a kneel down situation. So the game is officially over. But yeah, I'll link what I did on OddsJam. I'll link it here. And I did some halftime arbitrage bets too with the spread. Made some nice stuff there. Okay, so here's the game plan. The game's over. It is a 31-13 final. They're going to take some knees and end it. I'll be back in 2.5 hours. We're going to do the Salute to Veterans Bowl, the first bowl game of many this season that we're calling. Western Michigan, South Alabama, down in Bama. Be calling that game at 9 o'clock Eastern after the Heisman ceremony is done. I'll be live for that one at 9 o'clock Eastern. Bowl season is officially upon us. Regular season's done. Navy, a 31-13 win. Again, it's kneel down territory here, so the game is over. So I'm going to call it here. So thank you guys for tuning in. JG9 signing off. Your final score, Navy 31, Army 13, Navy singing second, and Navy will go into bowl season winning their biggest game of the year. I will see you guys in 2.5 hours for the Salute to Veterans Bowl. Check out the video if you haven't seen it already. The Bills Line 72 vid. Check out Week in the Life if you haven't seen that as well. It's a long one. You get to see my entire process, see my apartment setup and everything. So see you guys in 2.5 hours for South Alabama, Western Michigan, the first of